Okie dokie. I have never played Escape from Monkey Island before. We've played the first 3 Monkey Island games on stream, all of them blind. Excited to check this one out. Let's start. That's fine. That's fine. Played 1 through 3, yeah. Dominic Amato's back, right? Music hits the spot. Turn it up a little. This game's a little quieter than Warcraft 2. This is 2000s. This was originally PC. I noticed in the config tool that it had some options for using a controller, which was surprising, but it didn't detect mine, so I didn't bother with it. Maybe been on PS2 at some point. That's some 2000s
From the personal
font
log
choices.
of Guybrush Threepwood. Sometimes when it's quiet, I can still hear the monkeys. It's hard to believe that it's only been a few years since I first washed up on the beaches of Melee Island, armed with nothing more than a goofy name and an overpowering urge to become a swashbuckling pirate.
The end of Monkey Island 2 is still
Who could have
non-canonical.
suspected that such a humble pursuit would lead me to cross swords with the evil ghost pirate LeChuck, the slimiest slug ever to plunder the 7 seas?
I'll set you up with your points and merge you over later.
And who could have
LeChuck.
guessed that my battles with LeChuck would introduce me to the love of my life, Melee Island's Governor Elaine Marley. Or that my efforts to win Elaine's hand would repeatedly drag me to the mystery-drenched shores of Monkey Island. That's the second biggest monkey head I've ever seen. Or that I would finally end the scourge of LeChuck, burying him beneath a mountain of ice. Not me, that's for sure. Back then, the only thing duller than my sword was my wit. Now look at me.
Is it like tied to
Married
something?
To the most beautiful governmental official in the Caribbean. The entire Tri-Island area shudders at the sound of my name. And now my Plunder Bunny and I are returning to Melee Island after the most incredible honeymoon in the history of
Guybrush!
Why are they holding on his eyes like that? Okay, I called
yes,
it.
Dear?
I didn't realize they made the transition to full 3D.
Stop daydreaming and make yourself useful!
Monkey Island 3 was already a big art style change. My mouse doesn't seem to be registering. Try escape.
There's an enemy pirate fighting over there.
Enter did a thing, so it's not broken. Will the arrow keys do stuff? Hold on, is there like an options keyboard menu? Q,
I don't have a
I.
thing to my name.
Okay, so I is the inventory button. M.
There's an enemy pirate fighting over there. There's an enemy pirate fighting over there.
Oh, he doesn't use a mouse at all? Okay. Weird. Options. This is fine. Voice and text. Subtitles. Character relative movement. Default action, enter. Cycle objects, page up and down, run as shift. Use talk as U. Alright, this is completely different from every adventure game I've ever played, so this is going to take a while for me to get used to. Gee whiz factor. Multiplayer options. No, I don't want to. Nice. Grim Fandango. How do I change different options? Is it just by facing them that it selects that?
It's full of hot coals.
So when there's multiple options on the screen.
I don't think anybody reloaded that cannon.
Doesn't look like up and down does anything.
That cannon looks ready to fire. If only I could get that thing to go off.
5 on the numpad. Oh, page up, page down does. That's weird. Okay, I can do that.
It's the grated door to the ship's cargo hold. There's an enemy pirate fighting over there. That cannon looks ready to fire. If only I could get that thing to go off. It's the grated door to the ship's cargo hold. It's full of hot coals.
Okay, and I should have actions I can use.
There's a pile of red-hot coals simmering on the deck there. Now I'm glad we got the ship with the flame-retardant lacquered deck wood. I should try to pick one up if I want to try to do something with it. Nah. I don't think this coal will be of any use by itself. Yikes! Too hot.
So I can press P for pickup and U for use.
Nah. I don't think this coal will be of any use by itself.
I'm limited in how far I can turn with
Yikes! Too hot.
it. Or maybe I need to... I can't hold it for too long. Let's try it again.
There's a pile of red-hot coals simmering on the deck there. Now I'm glad we got the ship with the flame-retardant lacquered deck wood.
Loaded cannon. Okay. I think I get it a little bit better now. I think I played Grim Fandango with a controller, so it felt a little bit more natural. Same dev team?
Little snuggle cakes.
Hey, Elaine. Could you untie me?
Things to do on Melee Island when you're dead.
Land ho! The way I pushed that smelly pirate right over the rail. Now that's the stuff of pirates.
I hope the loyal citizens of Melee don't hurt themselves. I mean, you know, all the pushing and shoving on the dock to see my, well, our return. Could be dangerous. Make sure this one stays on top.
Then there was the swab who came at me with the rusty fid. I sure taught him a thing or two about the proper use of deck chairs. Whoa. Got it.
The burden of being the governor of such an adoring yet unsophisticated public can be so draining.
This is the same director as Monkey Island 3.
Second to myself for months.
The original creator left after 2,
We make a
right?
great team. The way we communicate, the way we work together, the way we anticipate each other's every move. There's nothing we can't accomplish.
Oh, well, here goes. Might as well get all the hullabaloo over with. What? Where is everyone?
Maybe everyone went to bed early?
Where's the welcoming committee? The banners? The crushing throng of well-wishers? Oh, dear. Do you know what this means?
We can spend another 3 months honeymooning.
No, you adorable numbskull. Something has gone horribly wrong while I've been away. Nothing else can explain.
What's that?
Hey, it's Timmy the monkey. How are you, boy? Either his litter box is full or he's trying to tell us something. What is it, boy?
Timmy, is something wrong?
Free grog at the scum bar?
There's been an outbreak of scurvy?
You won 74 bucks playing bingo, but lost it all playing banana futures.
Like, yep, that's it.
There's trouble at the governor's mansion! Let's go!
Let's try 47, 6.7, 12. Fire!
What do you think you're doing?
What does it look like I'm doing, fancy pants? I'm knocking down the governor's mansion.
You can't knock down the governor's mansion without approval from the governor.
Yeah. The governor's dead, man.
Dead?
Was the marriage that killed her, they say.
But I am the governor. Do I look dead to you?
No, ma'am.
Then cease and desist your boulder flinging immediately.
Yeah. Sorry, Governor. I'm under contract. I'm legally obligated to destroy your mansion with this here catapult.
Something's rotten on Melee Island.
I know. But the stench usually drifts away with high tide.
I've got a plan.
Although it sometimes lingers during an eclipse.
Guybrush,
Yes, dear?
I'm going down to City Hall to see about getting declared undead.
Won't that make you a flesh-eating zombie?
In the meantime, I need you to do 2 things for me.
More back rubs and foot massages?
Maybe later. First, I want you to put a
That's a good
stop
pause.
to this insane boulder flinging.
Stop the insanity. Check.
Second, I want you to go to Lucre Island, talk to my grandpa's lawyers. They might know how to help us fight City Hall.
Oh, but I hate talking to lawyers.
Not as much as they'll hate talking to you, dear.
Okay.
Well, I've got a resurrection to perform. Be good, dear.
Cool. It's a fun initial
And don't
plot
forget,
for the sequel.
stop the catapult, go to Lucre Island.
Sounds like the honeymoon's over.
No, we did 1, 2, and 3 on
before she
stream
died.
a while ago.
Hey, get away from there before I pop you one on the head, capiche? Good. Now stay over there, pencil neck.
Talk to the catapult operator. So there's like a line extending in front of Guybrush that determines what he can do.
Excuse me.
What?
Please stop firing boulders at my house. It's very unnerving.
Please stop firing boulders at my house. It's very unnerving.
Sorry about that, kid, but I'm under contract.
What would it take to get you to stop flinging rocks at my house?
Permanently? Yeah, some kind of restraining order, I guess. You'd need some fancy lawyers for that.
Okay, how about temporarily?
Well, the union gives us liberal snack breaks during the day, but I don't have any snacks.
What are those numbers you're muttering?
You know? I don't rightly know. They're supposed to be targeting numbers or something, but I'll be danged if I can figure them out. All I know is how to hit that cactus. I'm trying to extrapolate from there.
Could you show me how to hit the cactus?
Nah, I only do that when I think the catapult's out of alignment. I wouldn't want to waste one of these boulders. They're expensive.
You seem like a busy man.
You seem like a busy man. I'll let you return to your evil deeds.
Thanks.
One of my favorite Holy Grail Monty Python jokes. Shift is sprint.
No way. I don't want to be inside if that guy actually gets lucky and hits the house.
Try 49, 6.7, minus 6. Fire!
I wonder how this
cactus.
cacti got onto our tropical pirate island.
Good question.
No, I don't want cactus needles poking through my shorts. I wonder how these cacti got onto our tropical pirate island.
Monkey-shaped bush?
Looks like our landscaper has been monkeying around. Looks like our land... I don't think so.
I might try to get a controller working next time, because controls are super weird on keyboard.
Let's try 45, 7.9, 12.
You can check out my Monkey Island 2 playthrough if you wanted to. It's on YouTube. Games link below the channel. There's YouTube playlist links for all of them.
What an odd-looking cactus.
Looks like a slingshot. I'm sure that's going to come up later.
Hey, I bet I could market this. Vegetarian steak.
Let me see if the other movement option is more reasonable. Okay, that's way more than I was expecting. It was like Resident Evil style tank controls. Jump off cliff. Is this game? Most of the Monkey Island games don't have game over conditions. I assume this is the same.
Try
Okay.
49, 7.3.
Goodbye, cruel adventure game. Forget it.
It's pretty good. I can't soft lock and I can't kill myself, I assume. It's good coming out of King's Quest 6.
Bush frightens and confuses me.
That was like their innovation to the genre.
It's 3 o'clock. I can't reach it.
You can never make a mistake that forces you to
Ahoy there,
reload.
fellow seafaring wastrels.
Yes! Oh, sorry about that.
You startled us.
Yeah, that's it. I startled.
Oh, now the arrow keys work. That's weird. Turning off tank controls lets the arrow keys work for scrolling between options and discussions.
You two look awfully familiar.
Oh, we have
Hey, thanks,
very
Ivy.
common-looking faces. Isn't that right?
Oh, definitely. Can't swing a dead Chinook around here without hitting someone who look like us.
Didn't we run into each other last summer on Fat Island?
We've never been to Fat Island.
And never in the summers.
Are you sure we haven't met?
Drop it, Threepwood.
Hey, how'd you know my name?
Doesn't everyone know the name of Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate?
True, but I still think you guys look familiar. Aren't you the famous comedy team of Youngler and Muntz?
Youngler and Muntz? Never heard of them.
You haven't? But they're brilliant! They do this bit about how men leave the commode seat up and how women love to shop for boots. Well, I guess you had to be there.
Apparently.
I could swear that I know you guys.
I really don't think so.
Dudes, aren't you the founding members of Keel Hall, the world's loudest pirate speed metal band?
Not likely. Neither of us can carry a tune.
Neither can Keel Hall. I'm putting together a crew for a mission to Lucre Island. Want to join?
Holy jumping mother of God, no!
I'll take that as a no, then.
You'll have to excuse my friend. Our last adventure on the high seas ended badly. We're in no hurry to return.
Oh, come on, join my crew.
Oh, come on. Join my crew. It'll be fun.
No!
Thanks, but no.
Be seeing ya.
Not if we see you first.
Look at bookstore
The
sign.
old, creepy, unlit place for books. Gee, that doesn't sound too inviting.
That's true. Oh, warp me over here. Appears to be stuck. There he goes. Different camera angle.
This table must have been a hand-me-down. For a pinky finger, it's quite large. If that's a ring finger, I'd hate to see the size of the ring. Ah, the middle finger. The most communicative of fingers. This finger seems slightly different than the others. If I want to point at something, I'll use my own index finger. Yikes!
Nice.
You pulled?
Hey, it's you!
Yes, it is I.
You seem to show up whenever I'm in trouble. Why?
Who can say? Perhaps it's
They get all the
because
same
we
voice
share
actors for
an
this?
unspoken magical bond. Perhaps the fates have intertwined our destinies. Or maybe I've got an unbreakable 5-game deal with LucasArts. In any event, I'm here to help. How can I assist you, Guybrush Threepwood? My mystic eye sees precious time wasted in idle chit-chat. What would you like to know?
Didn't you relocate to Puerto Pollo?
Didn't you relocate to the island of Puerto Pollo?
I did, but I sensed that I was needed here on Melee. Besides, the incessant clucking on Puerto Pollo was driving me mad.
Did you really move your thriving voodoo emporium back to Melee Island just to be near me?
Yes, but perhaps my voodoo senses were on the fritz.
Why is Melee Island so empty?
That is an excellent question, Guybrush.
Gary
I thought
Coleman,
so.
really.
Well,
What?
why is Melee Island so empty?
Oh, that. About a month ago, a mysterious overseas investor began buying up all of Melee Island from the local pirates. Those that wouldn't sell have been challenged to various forms of insult games. Insult sword fighting, insult golf, insult darts, insult arm wrestling. You get the idea. Strangely, this investor always wins. He's the best insulter the Tri-Island area has ever seen.
There's one thing Threepwood can do.
Even the craftiest of Melee's pirates have been forced to sell after wagering their homes and businesses in ever-escalating rounds of insult gaming.
How awful. Why don't the pirates just refuse to play?
How many pirates do you know that can resist a duel?
Good point.
In any event, the few pirates remaining on Melee Island live in constant fear of being challenged by this foreign investor.
You know anything more about them?
Do you know anything more about the mysterious foreign investor?
Only that he comes from a faraway exotic place called Sydney.
Sydney? That sounds like the name of a kid who gets beat up a lot in school. You've helped me so much over the years, and I still don't know your name.
My name is not important.
Oh, come on. What's your name?
Do not taunt the fates, Threepwood. The truth of my name will be revealed when the time is right, and no sooner.
I do really like the "aw, come on" running jokes in the series.
I'd like to talk about more important matters.
Like what?
Too many nifty voodoo goobums.
I sense that you wish to dabble in the dangerous voodoo arts. What did you have in mind?
Too many plus 10 strength elixirs in stock. Do you need snacks?
You got any snacks? I'm starving.
I left my gum machine in Puerto Pollo. You might want to try the scum bar if you're really hungry.
Have you got any of those evil destroying voodoo dolls?
Sorry, we're fresh out. We're expecting a shipment from Dinky Island early next week, though.
How about one of those invisibility necklaces to help me sneak into women's locker rooms?
Those are nice, aren't they?
Yeah. Got any?
No, it's been a bad year for unspoiled eyeballs.
Chuck's first voice actor in the Monkey Island games is the only person aside from Arnold Schwarzenegger to appear in all 3 Terminator movies. Interesting. That's cool, Spacemaker. Yeah, my first experience with Monkey Island has been as a streamer, so they're all blind for me. I didn't really have a PC when I was a kid.
Do you have any plus 10 strength elixirs in stock?
Perhaps. What are your current stats?
I don't think I've got any.
Well then, what good would a strength elixir do?
I see your point. I could really use a potion that would make me immune to severe gas attacks.
You're telling me. Tragically, our shipment from Booty Island
Booty
is also
Island.
running late.
I'm in the market for an enchanted sword that hypnotizes my enemies into a deep stupor before I skewer them with it.
You don't need a sword to send your foes into a stupor, my child. Just be yourself.
Gee, thanks. On second thought, I probably shouldn't be shopping at a time like this.
True.
True. Still in the market for a voodoo dress.
I can tell that you're still interested in my voodoo wares. Did you have anything in particular in mind?
He reads like 99% of the prompts, so I haven't been reading them out loud, but that was a pretty funny one.
On second thought, I probably shouldn't be shopping at a time like this.
True. The cards have foretold that you seek direction.
Oh, that's cool. You get specific questions. I'll try to do it by
Actually,
myself.
I think I can figure out what to do next all by myself.
Very well.
She said to go to the scum bar for snacks.
I don't need any more of your enigmatic hoodoo right now.
As you wish, Guybrush. I'll be here later if you need me.
Although this hasn't been scum for a while at this point, right?
That's quite a thumb. Beady. I don't think they're for sale. Monkey armpit juice? No thanks. I'll pass. Cream of frog? No thanks. I'll pass. Essence of worm-ridden seagull? Ugh, that's really, really disgusting. No thanks. I'll pass.
Slimy fluid?
Sea slug pate? No thanks. I'll pass. No, I'm not into torturing complete strangers. Present company accepted, of course.
Huh.
Ouch. I hate to be that guy.
Fun. Fourth wall breaks. Chicken baskets.
The smell of this basket brings back horrible memories of Puerto Pollo. No way! I've had more than my share of chicken feathers. No way. Installing the drivers on these things always gives me a headache. Wow, a 4DFX Voodoo Mask 6!
Hence the driver
Cutting-edge
joke.
voodoo technology.
Gotcha. Voodoo eyes. International House of Mojo. I kind of wanted to get a look at, but I guess there's not one.
Sold.
It's gonna take me a while to get used to the controls. Weren't there doors like this in the original Monkey Island? Scooby-Doo doors?
Wow, that's one flexible merboy. I suppose it would make a good lawn ornament, but it'd never fit in my pants. Wow, that's one flexible merboy.
Stand still here? Scum bar. Have to look at option says.
The Scum Bar, haven for the rowdiest bunch of drunken scallywags you'll ever see.
Got a little smiley face.
Ahoy, mateys! Excuse me.
Buzz up, buzzard breath.
Yeah, can't you see we're busy here?
You're in a bar. You're playing darts. This is busy?
Listen, we're playing for the title of Grand Master Dart Champion of Melee Island.
Yeah, and unless you're good enough to compete,
Which you aren't.
we'd advise that you take a long walk off a short pier.
I'm a dart-throwing maniac.
Really?
Back in grade school, they called me the Dart Master. Or something that rhymed with that, anyway. So, can I join your game?
No.
Why are there so many holes in the wall around the dartboard?
Those are from other players?
Yeah, we never miss a shot.
Get out of here.
No, really. Pick a number and hit it.
Land one right in the eye of that skull over the door.
Watch the master at work.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
Shaq Fu is a classic. That post on the right side of the screen.
How about that post on the right side of the screen?
No problem.
Nice shot. I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
I bet you can't hit that guy over there.
Oh, trying to be tricky, huh?
Nice. Reminds
Hey,
me
you're
of
pretty good.
Battletoads has a joke like that.
I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
There's no way you'll be able to
How
hit
long
the
does
center
this
of that
joke
light
go on?
preserver on the kitchen door.
Oh, trying to be tricky, huh?
Wow, that's pretty good. I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
It's still going.
Can you hit that big stuffed fish over there?
Here goes nothing.
Impressive. I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
Oh, okay. That was fun though.
I bet you can't hit a bullseye.
Oh, trying to be tricky, huh?
Impressive. I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
Hit a triple eight.
Ha! That's easy.
Wow, that's pretty good. I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
How about a 2?
Oh, trying to be tricky, huh?
Hey, you're pretty good. I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
Nah, I've seen enough.
Okay. I thought I was gonna get something out of that, but it was pretty fun.
Who's winning?
Right now, we're in a dead tie.
Would you strapping young specimens like to join my pirate crew?
I would, but once I win the Melee Championship, I'm gonna have to go on tour to win the Tri-Island Dart Throwers Championship.
Actually, you will be able to join his crew since I will be winning the Melee Island Championship.
Says you, Swabby.
Nose me, cracker brain.
Are you sure?
Are you sure you won't join my crew?
Nah.
Nah.
Well, I guess I'll be shoving off now.
Are you still here?
Orange? Oh, it's still broken on this screen.
That sword's in there pretty deep. Looks like I missed a mighty bar fight. I'm pretty sure I'm not the one true king.
Yeah.
It's half full. Or perhaps it's half empty. The owner wouldn't be too happy if I took that.
Strange women lying in ponds.
Hey! Get out of the way!
Oops.
Gregarious yet horribly scarred bartender.
The human body is a beautiful thing, most of the time. Ooh. Hail and hello, oh master of all things grog-like.
What can I do for you, Mr. Marley?
Threepwood.
Ah, right. Sorry about that, Mr. Threepwood.
Got any snacks?
You got any snacks?
I've got some pretzels.
Well, that seems harmless enough.
Yep. The Scumbar's famous kudu jerky pretzels.
Ooh. Got anything else?
Not really.
Okay, let's have some.
Sorry, can't give you any.
What? Why did you...
That drunk at the table over there, he has the last basket.
Can't you give them to me without a basket?
Sorry, it's Scumbar policy.
Are you sure I can't have just a few pretzels?
You really don't want to carry these babies around in your bare hands.
You're probably right.
That's the spirit. See if the inebriated fellow over there will see fit to give you some.
This place is quieter than a crypt full of mimes.
Isn't it a crying shame? It's been that way since that Australian blew into town.
Australian?
Aye. A scurrilous Australian land developer who's been using strong-arm tactics to buy up all the land on Mealy Island. Half of our regular clientele have been driven off island by the no-good scoundrel.
Wow. Do you know anything more about this Australian developer?
Not really. I'd surely love to give him a piece of my mind, though.
How'd you like to join a crew of courageous pirates on a dangerous quest?
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Great.
But I should really check with my boss first. Hey, boss!
What?
Can I have a few days off to join Mr. Threepwood here on a swashbuckling adventure?
Are you out of your grog-addled mind? No.
I guess I can't go. Damn.
Are you sure you can't join my crew?
I'll check. Hey, boss!
Don't even think about it, bucko.
He sounds pretty adamant.
Grog me, barkeep.
Why, I'll be glad to. After you show me some ID.
Don't need no stinking badges. Don't I look 14?
ID? I don't got to show you no stinking ID.
You do if you want any grog.
No, really, grog me.
No, really. ID.
Since when do groggeries check for ID?
Since unscrupulous Australian developers started trying to get our grog license revoked.
Didn't even card us, dude. Have to remember this place.
No, really, grog me.
No, really. ID.
Monkey Island 1 stuck with me pretty well. I mostly just remember the ending of Monkey Island 2, and Monkey Island 3 is like a fever dream, even though it's the one I played the most recently.
What, don't I look like I'm 14?
Actually, you look like you're about 15, but we're carding anyone who looks under 23 just to be safe.
I've got troubles.
Like what?
The government is trying to blow up my house.
Well, that's a crying shame, Mr. Threepwood.
Yeah, if anyone's gonna blow up my house, it should be me. I haven't got a crew to take me to Lucre Island.
You know, there's probably a pirate or two hanging around that could be coaxed into joining your crew.
I need a ship to take me to Lucre Island.
You might want to try the Mealy Island Municipal Shipyards.
Does Stan still work there?
No. The whole place is run by the harbor mistress these days.
Harbor mistress?
Aye, she's very by the book. Although, she does have her tender side.
If her tender side is anything like the painting behind you, I don't want to see it.
Graphically, this game has aged really well for 2000.
On second thought, I hate listening to myself whine.
You and me both, brother.
I've got to go.
Right, well, Grog will do that.
Hi there, scruffy-looking pirate person. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. What's your name?
Cheese, Ignatius Cheese.
Nacho Cheese.
How would you like to join my crew of mighty pirates, Mr. Cheese?
And what, pray tell, might I be finding myself doing if I joined this crew of mighty
Oh,
pirates?
thanks, Johan.
You'd be traveling to Lucre Island with a crew of cretinous buccaneers to meet with my wife's lawyers.
Now that sounds like a worthy mission for a mighty pirate navigator like myself.
Really?
Aye. The seas around Lucre Island are very treacherous and can
Should've
only be
tried the other ones
navigated by a
first.
skilled sailor. I'd love to face that challenge, but
what?
I can't.
Why not?
Because if I leave my bar for too long, it'll be stolen out from under me.
You're the owner of the Scum Bar?
Aye, the one and only.
What makes you think that the scum bar is going to be stolen?
Well, it's like this. I've been fighting off a hostile takeover bid from an Australian land developer.
Come again?
You heard me. A greedy Australian is making
That was back when you would get games on Subblock.
With guns and swords and
You
cannons?
would just pay $5 and I would play a game until I beat it.
Mockeries. It's taken all of my insult arm wrestling skill to keep him at bay.
Gosh. If it weren't for the whole wife being declared dead thing, I'd say that was the strangest thing I'd heard all week.
John Cleese's grandfather was named Cheese? I didn't know that, no. Let's see where they changed it.
Is there something I could do to convince you to navigate my ship to Lucre Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
I was kind of hoping that you'd cave in due to my incessant nagging.
Kid, I've been married for 30 years.
So?
So there's one thing I'm immune to. It's incessant, high-pitched nagging.
Insult arm wrestling?
While you were away, the insult sword fighting paradigm became attached to a host of other pirate pastimes.
Paradigm?
Well, nowadays you can't throw a dart or play a game of checkers without being expected to toss in a withering bon mot.
I think I tossed a bon mot in a food fight once.
My particular speciality
This
is
is
insult
great.
arm wrestling, which I use to defend my bar from hostile takeovers.
Tell me again about this thing you call insult arm wrestling.
I thought I'd made myself clear. It's just like insult sword fighting, but with arm wrestling.
Ah. Wait a minute. Your name is I Cheese? Cheese? I'm sorry, but I just can't get over the absurdity of your name.
Well, if you say so, Mr. Threepwood.
I'll have you know that the Threepwood name has a long and noble history.
So does mine.
I'd like to hear about the long and noble history of the Cheese family.
It'd be my pleasure. Naturally,
Closest I can do these
discussion
days
of
is
my
trying
family
to
would be
schedule
complete
stuff
without
early
mentioning
on
my
Fridays,
great-great-grandfather,
John.
who single-handedly
she can tune in.
revolutionized the art of roadside carriage wheel repair.
Who is that?
Are you daft? Have you never heard of Jack Cheese?
I don't ride many carriages in my line of work. Sorry.
Tell me more about the family Cheese.
Tell me more about the family Cheese.
Well, there's my great uncle.
What's he famous for?
He's a renowned holy man who remains steadfastly neutral in any conflict.
Let me guess. Swiss cheese?
Ah, so you've heard of him.
How many of these are there?
Tell me more about the family Cheese.
My brother is starting to make a name for himself.
Really? What does he do?
He sings depressing autobiographical songs.
Give me a second. Blue cheese.
You really know your cheeses.
Tell me more about the family Cheese.
My great-great-great aunt was legendarily ugly.
How ugly was she?
Well, she was so ugly that men turned to stone at the sight of her.
Wait a minute,
Gorgonzola.
Nope, I'm drawing a blank.
I can't say as I blame you. Not too many folks remember Gorgonzola cheese.
I think I've heard enough about your family.
I can only use this like once, otherwise it'll just be playing constantly.
It's been nice chatting, but I've got to see a man about a
Gorgonzola
monkey.
is the best one.
Kudu jerky pretzels. It says, happy birthday. Hi there, fellow swashbuckler.
Hey, Mixiez Pitlick. It's a Superman villain, isn't it?
What's the word on the street? Got any more juicy nuggets of info? How would you like to join my crew on a dangerous piratey mission? We'll be heading to Lucre Island to meet with my wife's lawyers. You're right. That does sound sort of silly when I say it out loud. Are you sure you don't want to join my crew? We'll be searching the seven seas for sunken treasure. I'll take that as a no, then. Are you sure you don't want to join my crew? We'll be pillaging a small coastal village. Are you sure you don't want to join my crew? Let me get back to you on that. Say, mind if I have some of your pretzels? You sure I can't have any of your pretzels? What's that you're drinking? So, what are you drinking now?
You look like a busy man.
You look like a busy man. I'll let you get back to your self-destructive binge drinking. I guess he doesn't want anyone taking his birthday pretzels. No, it's probably the only thing this poor guy has to his name. No. I'm not picking that up. This fish has seen better days. I can't use this.
I mean, if I could take the dart out of the fish, I don't think I can, right?
I don't see anyone drowning anything other than their sorrows. Not even a life preserver will save what lies beyond that door. I'm not planning on starting any fires. Someone's gonna be upset when they see what their mast was used for.
Hey, stay out of the kitchen, you sissified sea urchin.
Why don't people ever want me to go into the kitchen?
Explore elsewhere.
I'm back.
That you are.
So probably need to get an ID.
I gotta go.
Right, well, Grog will do that.
So that I can get grog, so I can give it to the pretzel guy to get the pretzels. To give it to the guy with the catapults. To Melee Island. Harbor.
It says ship for sale. This inner tube looks as though it's been subjected to unspeakable stresses.
Hey, first item.
This inner tube has no use here.
Can I, like, return it to my inventory? Hold on. F1 is the option screen, by the way. Put away. There we go.
I sure could go for a nice, refreshing grog right now.
Just lost stream signal. Hold on. Oh, that's full outage. I'm gonna try to put up the BRB. I'll pause the clock. Try to edit it after I upload it to YouTube here. All right, I think we're back. Start the clock back up. See what we can find here.
I sure could go for a nice, refreshing grog right now. It's empty. I'm not picking that up. I'm not picking that up. I can't use this machine. I don't have any money. Probably a good idea to keep a couple of those near the grog machine. Nobody needs saving at the moment. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I need a ship.
How nice for you. And just what do you want me to do about it?
Are you the harbor master?
No, I am the harbor mistress. My full title is Chief Assistant Shipyard Regulator, Harbor Operations, Melee Island, a division of Inter-Island Transportation Services.
Which means?
Which means I'm in charge of ship allocations on Melee Island.
Baby, you can be in charge of my ships any day of the week.
What? Are you trying to seduce a government employee?
No. So, you're in charge of the ships. Kinda snooty for a glorified barnacle watcher, aren't you?
You're just jealous of my cushy government job. It would be even better if I didn't have to put up with the likes of you.
I'm commandeering a vessel.
Not so fast, mister. No boat leaves this harbor without my permission, and I see no reason to give you permission to take one of my boats.
But Stan said I could.
Name dropping won't get you a boat.
I'm married to the governor.
I heard she was dead.
Well, she does have her quiet moments, but she's alive and back on Melee and ready to govern.
Oh, so she's just been on vacation all this time, huh? That's nice. She won't be governor for long. I'm voting for Mr. Charles. He promised me a promotion.
Is that LeChuck?
Come on, just give me a boat.
The rules prohibit the shipyard regulator, that would be me, from lending a boat to anyone who does not have proper authority. That would be you.
What would it take to get you to look the other way?
I really hope that you aren't trying to bribe an employee of the Melee Island government. Not that I care what happens to you, but I really don't want to fill out the paperwork.
Just had another OBS disconnection. This is pretty frustrating. This is going to keep happening. I'm probably just going to have to call it for today. So if you're watching in the future on YouTube, either I've just uploaded this as is, or I've tried to stitch it into the next episode. Probably going to make more sense to stitch it in the next episode and upload it once.
How does that work again?
Okay, but remember, I'm not required to
I'm going to finish this
As
conversation.
a civil servant and chief assistant shipyard regulator, I am here for your safety, not to be helpful. But if it'll make you go away, I'll tell you.
I can hardly wait.
I cannot and will not release a ship to any person, party, or entity that does not carry the authority of office or is otherwise important in their own right.
Isn't there some sort of loophole?
Nope, it's simple. Prove to me that you have the authority to requisition a ship, and I will follow procedure to supply one.
Come on, just this once? For me!
Not for you or anyone. Rules were meant to be followed. Just prove to me that you have the authority to requisition a ship, and I will follow procedure to supply one.
Never mind.
Now that I can do.
All this red tape is giving me a headache.
Don't say I didn't give you anything.
Alright, so I'll have to talk to her more next time. Hopefully from your perspective, you're watching this on YouTube. It just continues immediately after I save the game here. I stitch these together successfully. Okay. Try it next time. Bye, folks. Alright, if you were watching the Monkey Island VOD, hopefully I stitched this together and there's been no delay from when the outage happened before. I'll load my game here. It's talking to this NPC when Comcast crashed, and now it's a week later. So let's see if I can get back to what we were doing before.
Hi, I'm back. Nice night for a sail, huh?
It would be if you had a boat.
All this red tape is giving me a headache.
Don't say I didn't give you anything.
Fine looking... Where'd it go? Come on, controls, let me click stuff, please.
Now that's a fine looking dinghy.
Convertible?
Deluxe.
Really pink ship.
I can see why this ship hasn't been sold.
That's the second most beautiful figurehead I've ever seen.
Hey, she's got pierced ears. Why would anyone put earrings on a ship's figurehead? I'm not picking that up. I'm not picking that up.
Oh, hey. Thanks, book club. How's it going? What were y'all streaming this week? Thanks, Petland. See what else I can find out here. Nice, how's it been so far? Really enjoyed the first Last of Us. Cool. Don't have the snacks for this guy yet, so I don't want to do anything with him just yet. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's one flexible merboy.
Oh my goodness. Let me out of the town. Game. I'm begging you. Thank you. Okay. Meat hooks. See ya. Thanks again for the raid.
Meat Hook's House of Wax.
Sure to throw a follow the book club if you haven't yet.
Hey, look, a full moon.
Good bridge. Come on.
Looks like Meat Hook finally got himself a bridge. Personally, I kind of miss the old pulley and poultry method.
I remember that puzzle now.
It says Wax Show. I wonder if they're showing Mad Wax, Beehive Warrior.
See, what was the most recent Mad Max movie in 2000? It's Beyond Thunderdome, wasn't it?
It's locked.
Knock.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Anybody home?
No, go away.
Then who are you?
No one. There's no one here.
When do you expect someone to be home?
Later. Much later. Finish running your wife's errands first.
Recognize the voice actor.
But there's supposed to be a wax show today.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
The sign out here says there is.
Yeah, that. Well, it's cancelled.
It's okay, it's me.
Me who?
I'm the plumber. I've come to fix the sink.
I'm the plumber. I've come to fix the sink.
That ploy won't work. I know why you're here, and you can't have it.
What are you talking about?
Stop pretending, you greedy old man. You think you can just buy up the whole island just because you can insult people? Well, think again. You can't take my house away from me if you can't get in. I knew I shouldn't have fixed that bridge. There's nobody home. Now go away.
Okay, I'll come back later. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's me again.
Go away.
Can't do the other dialogue options for now. Cut it. So I do have one item now. I have a inner tube.
This inner tube has no use here.
So where could I use an inner tube from the puzzles I've already encountered? Use pop inner tube with Melee Town.
Well, this inner tube has no use here.
Oh, okay, with fountain. Interesting. So you hold the item and then you face the thing you want to use it with. We go talk to the voodoo hint lady and see if she has a thing for me to focus on first here. Index finger to pull, I think.
You pull? Ah, Guybrush. I knew you'd return. How can I help you?
Slightly clueless.
I can see that you're still fumbling for direction.
How do I stop that weasel from hurling
Gotta
rocks
get
at my
him
house?
snacks.
What goes up must come down. But what's more important is where it comes down.
Yeah, like on my house. How do I get to Lucre Island?
It's a fairly simple procedure. Get on your ship.
But I don't have a ship.
So find one. Must I draw you a map? Then assemble your crew.
A crew? Where am I gonna get a crew?
This is a pirate town. Even in these economically depressed times, you should be able to find a couple of competent sailors. Then sail to Lucre Island.
But I don't know where to find Lucre Island.
That's what navigators are for, Guybrush. I believe there's one in the scum bar.
Actually, I think I can figure out what to do next all by myself.
Very well.
I don't need any more of your enigmatic hoodoo right now.
As you wish, Guybrush. I'll be here later if you need me.
As far as I know, I've explored every screen that's available to me right now. The only item I've obtained is the inner tube. Talked to a lot of NPCs. Nothing that jumps at me off the top of my head that I need to use the inner tube on, but I keep looking and see if I can figure it out. Eat this guy's pretzels.
Hi there, fellow swashbuckler.
Balzac!
Sure I can't have any of your pretzels?
You sure I can't have any of your pretzels?
Mr.
You look like a busy man. I'll let you get back to your self-destructive binge drinking.
Cheese. I tried talking to him again to see if there's any dialogue options changed as a result of getting the new item.
Hello again, Mr. Cheese.
Yes?
Are you sure there's nothing I can do to convince you to navigate my ship to Lucre Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
Oh, this is new. I'll beat you at insult arm wrestling.
If I beat you at insult arm wrestling, will you be my navigator?
That's an interesting proposition, Threepwood.
It is? I mean, of course it is.
How about this? If you beat me, I'll be your navigator.
Great.
But only if you teach me some new insults.
Agreed.
Well then, let's see what you've got.
Today by myself, 12 people I've beaten. Hey, look over there. You're a big poopy head. You suck. You're not very nice.
Do I see quivers of agony dance on your lip?
Oh, how appropriate. You fight like a cow.
Hey, there's a callback.
Today by myself, 12 people I've beaten.
From the size of your gut, I guess they were eaten. I've out-wrestled octopuses with these arms.
Okay, I see. So when it rhymes... The first one he got wrong, so I probably picked a good one to start. Oh, yeah?
It's too bad none of them are in your arms.
People consider my fists lethal weapons.
Fists.
Sadly, your breath should be equally reckoned.
Hey, that worked.
Your arms are no bigger than fleas that I've met.
Oh, so that's why you're scratching. I'd go see a vet.
Oof.
You're the ugliest creature I've ever seen in my life.
I'm sure that spineless creatures everywhere are humbled by your might.
Today, by myself, 12 people I've beaten.
I think I learned this one from him, didn't I?
From the size of your gut, I guess they were eaten. Give up now or I'll crush you like a grape.
I would if it would stop your whining. Your arms are no bigger than fleas that I've met.
So that's why you're scratching. I'd go see a vet. I'm gonna put your arm in a sling.
I am rubber. You are glue.
Got him on that one.
Your knuckles I'll grind into a splintery paste.
I thought that the bean dip had strange taste.
Ah, you got me.
Give up now or I'll crush you like a grape.
Whining.
I would if it would stop your whining. My stupefying strength will shatter your ulna into 1,000,000 pieces.
Well, I'm surprised you can count that high. My 98-year-old grandmother has bigger arms than you.
We've both got better bladder control than you do.
Yeah, but we've both got better bladder control than you do.
Nice.
Only once have I met such a coward.
I am rubber. You are glue.
That worked.
I've got muscles in places you've never even heard of.
Oh, how appropriate. You fight like a cow.
There we go. Nice.
I won.
You did. Fair and
So is the how appropriate you fight like a cow.
Congratulations. You got yourself a navigator.
Sweet. Progress
Perfect
hike.
for popcorn.
There's no way that's gonna fit in my pants.
I don't know why his dialogue options change after talking to other people. Save really quick if it lets me.
Ahoy again, mateys. I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit.
Hey, a balloon is
I
new.
bet you can't hit that balloon over there.
Oh, trying to be tricky, huh? Ah! Oops.
Nice shot.
Why isn't it insult dart throwing?
Why aren't you playing insult dart throwing?
The official Tri-Island Dart Throwing Semi-Professional League rulebook clearly states all dart competitions must be won by dart throwing skill, not by any other means such as bribery, insults, threats, or otherwise.
Are you sure you won't join my crew?
Nah.
Nah.
Well, I guess I'll be shoving off now.
Are you still here?
Hey, Lucas, what's up? Take the pretzels now, right?
I guess you won't be needing these anymore.
Eat bowl, let's not do that. So I think there's a way for me to put stuff away. Hold on. Put away AP.
This fish has seen better days. Hey, how's the weather down there?
He is out. So give the pretzels to the catapult guy. Exiting out this side of the screen is kind of... Okay, there we go. It's a bit of a nightmare.
Let's try 22. 5.5 minus 6. Hey, get away from there before I pop you one on the head, capiche? Good.
Yes, sir.
Now stay over there, pencil neck. Fire!
Hey there.
Yeah. Just a sec.
Here, I brought you some kudu jerky pretzels.
Really? Thanks. I really appreciate this.
You're welcome. You know, you could thank me by not chucking big old boulders at my house.
I could, but I won't. Now leave me alone for a minute while I eat these.
Okay, so I have to, like...
Ungrateful.
Fuck with the catapult while he's doing that, I guess.
Looks like he's got plenty of ammunition. I don't think so.
Tinker with catapult controls.
That was good. Hey, what are you doing over here? Beat it!
Oh, I don't have much time to do it, okay.
Hey there, want some more kudu jerky pretzels?
Sure. Wow, remind me to thank you later.
Well, you could save time and thank me now by not knocking down my house with your massive balls of rock.
Sorry, kid. No can do. Now let me eat this in peace.
Oh, ungrateful.
Tinker with the controls.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
You totally messed up my catapult. What you trying to do to me? You're killing me over here. Well, guess I'm gonna have to start over with my calibration cactus over there. Get out of my way.
I hope this works.
There. It's recalibrated to the cactus. Let's try it. Fire!
Nice. Gives me an idea. Hey, very cool.
Not a bad piece of modern art, if I do say so myself.
Let's try 47, 6.7, minus 27. Fire!
Hey there.
Yeah, just a sec.
Gotta reset him one more time, I think.
Sure. Wow, remind me to thank you later.
Well, you could save time and thank me now by not knocking down my house with your massive balls of rock.
Sorry, kid. No can do. Now let me eat this in peace.
Oh, ungrateful.
Imagine that makes it launch right back at the catapult and destroy it.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
You totally messed up my catapult. What you trying to do to me? You're killing me over here. Well, guess I'm gonna have to start over with my calibration cactus over there. Get out of my way.
Come on, big money.
This works.
There. It's recalibrated to the cactus. Let's try it. Fire! What the?
Nice. Hey.
Ha!
Wonderful.
I can't believe you did that. Do you have any idea what those things cost? They don't grow on trees, you know.
Get a ballista next time.
Guess what?
Or a trebuchet.
But don't worry, I'll love you even after rigor mortis sets in.
We've been gone so long, they didn't think I was coming back. So those numbskulls at City Hall declared me dead at sea.
What about me? Did they say anything about me?
No. Then they decided to sell all my belongings and destroy the mansion.
That's terrible. Did they sell any of my stuff?
And the worst part is, they've ordered a new election for the office of governor.
Maybe I should run.
So far, there's only one candidate. And you know the old slogan, where there's only one candidate, there's only one
choice.
Who are you?
The name, Mr. Threepwood, is Charles L. Charles.
It's the Chuck.
But you can call me the next governor of Melee Island.
You can't be the governor. I'm the governor. And it's a lifetime term.
Well, that's the rub, isn't it? You've been declared dead.
So I've heard. How did that happen?
Who can say? Perhaps if you'd spent a little more time governing, and less time gallivanting all over the Tri-Island area with your pet monkey, the good citizens of Melee wouldn't have come to the mistaken conclusion that you were pushing up the petunias.
Wait a second. Was I the pet monkey in that last sentence?
Okay, we get it. You're running for governor. But why destroy my mansion?
Oh, that. When you died, the mansion became the property of the state. As a favor to me, the future governor of Melee Island, the town elders contracted a demolition firm.
That's me.
To destroy this outdated, bourgeois symbol of the elitist piratocracy.
But why?
Because the days of pirate princesses ruling from secluded mansions are over, my friend.
They are?
Indeed they are, lad. If the Melee Island of tomorrow is to prosper, it must be governed by a man of the people. A man unafraid to mingle with the common folk. A man who won't hide in a mansion guarded by vicious piranha poodles.
A man like you?
Precisely.
He makes a lot of sense, Elaine. I never did like those poodles.
Guybrush!
Well, I've got hands to kiss and babies to shake. Ta!
Something fishy about that guy.
Really? I thought he smelled more like a rotting corpse.
I've got another plan.
With maybe a hint of oregano.
Rotting corpse, eh?
Yes, dear?
I'm going back
Tell
to City Hall
Charles.
to run against Charles.
Woohoo! How can I help?
Go to Lucre Island to talk to the family lawyers.
But why? I destroyed the catapult.
Yes, dearest, I know. But with that demolition order hanging over the mansion, another catapult could come at any moment. We need the kind of restraining order that only my family lawyers can provide.
But I want to come up with clever campaign slogans and do
The adventure is go talk to lawyers.
Love of my life, I'm a politician. Let me do what I do best. I'll let you do what you do best.
What's that?
Sailing around the Tri-Island area on seemingly pointless errands.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? Oh, what I meant to say was venturing into troubled waters on dangerous quests.
Well, okay then. That's more like it.
Okay. I'm off to start my campaign. Don't spend too much time on Lucre Island, dearest.
So I think the comedy writing of this game so far, like, holds up to the previous Monkey Island games.
I don't think so.
I guess I can see why people were frustrated by the move to Grim Fandango style controls, but I don't know. I guess the writing and the story have been more what this game is all about more than the actual gameplay. I guess they wanted something that would be playable on consoles, right?
We don't own many coats in these tropical climes. I don't think so. We don't own many coats in these tropical climes. No, that sofa doesn't have enough lower back support. Wouldn't want to end up becoming a hunchback and looking abnormal. How could a mere painting capture the essence of my love?
Oh, that's so sweet, Guybrush. Now get back to work.
Yes, dear. Wow, this plant is really resilient. We haven't watered it since we left. Hey, it's Elaine as a little kid with Grandpa Marley. Oh, how cute.
Don't make me get out your baby pictures.
But honey, you don't have any of my baby pictures.
No, but I have some of you crying after you got smacked in the head.
Wow, this plant is really resilient. No way! Pirates don't plant trees. This would be great to have hanging on my wall. Oh, wait, it is hanging on my wall. The header says Melee Government Employment Contract. The header says Melee Government Employment Contract.
Okay. Put it away.
It's the door to the kitchen. I would, but for some reason Elaine has locked it up. Hello, Governor.
What are you doing here, Guybrush?
What was I supposed to be doing?
Have you been drinking grog again?
Maybe a little. Is that so wrong?
There's a time and a place for everything, Guybrush. Now pay attention. Now, while I concentrate on running for re-election, you're going to get yourself to Lucre Island. And once there, you will visit with the Marley family lawyers. And you'll work with them to find a legal way of saving the mansion from Charles's demolition goon. Got it?
Did you see the way I rid us of that cataclysmic catapult?
I always knew you had it in you to destroy heavy machinery, my chaotic little pet. Unfortunately, that's only a stopgap measure.
I like their relationship.
A more permanent solution.
My ideas are all too ahead of their time to be taken seriously. I'll do the other ones.
We can make a public offering of the island and retire on the proceeds.
You mean like Melee.com? That's stealing, even for pirates.
So there's like two basic Monkey Island joke formats that I really love that they repeat a lot. One is the "aw, come on," where you can keep asking someone to do something over and over. The other one is the list of ridiculous things and then a sum up at the end. Futurama has a pretty basic joke format of like, You know, X, not X, or not X, X. I'll try to think of some examples.
We could move away and leave this mess for someone else.
But I like living here. Besides, it's probably just as messed up everywhere else.
We could launch a full-scale attack on City Hall. Hold the town hostage, I say. Arr!
That's not very civilized, honey bear. Besides, I wouldn't want you to get hurt. I'm too young to be a widow. Thanks for trying to help, Guybrush, but I think we need to stick to the current plan.
I'll get right on it.
Let's see. I'm having trouble getting a ship.
I'm having a little trouble getting a ship.
What kind of trouble?
It's like a common Futurama joke is like, I could take it or leave it. I'm here to take him and leave with him. Like, someone says something that's negated and someone negates the negated thing. I can't find one. I don't have the authority to requisition one.
I don't have the authority to requisition one. Can you believe that? Me! There must be a bunch of new people around here since we left.
Here, take this. It should give you an air of authority.
What's this doohickey?
It's the official gubernatorial symbol of Melee Island. It conveys the authority of the office of governor. It also gets the holder at some pretty great parties.
A true pirate doesn't need some gubernatorial symbol to prove he commands respect.
Yes, well, all the same, I think you better take it.
All right. Oh, does this mean I get to run the island now? I've got some revolutionary ideas about subsidized childcare.
Just give it back the minute you return from Lucre Island.
Nobody wants to be on my crew.
Nobody wants to be on my crew.
Ask nice and don't make any ridiculous promises.
Hey, you should use that in your campaign.
I'll leave the crew selection to you, my dearest, and you can leave the campaign management to me. Is there anything else?
Can I have some money?
Why?
I'm not sure, but it always seems as though I could use a few hundred pieces of 8 on my adventures.
Well, I'd like to help, sweetheart, but we're kind of strapped for cash right now. Besides, what happened to your monthly allowance?
I blew it all gambling on spitting contests on Booty Island.
Well, then I'm sorry, my dear. It's time you learned an important lesson about budgeting.
Oh, shucks.
I really need some money.
I really think I'll need some money on this trip.
Not until you learn how to spend your money responsibly.
I'll let you concentrate on your campaign.
Thanks.
With what?
Wish that my Xbox controller worked with this game, because I think this control style would be fine with the joystick. Not so great with arrow keys.
Now I know.
Yay, now it's 3D.
I like this kind of commode better than the one in the bathroom. The one made of porcelain. Most of this stuff is Elaine's. I wouldn't want to deprive her of her favorite trinkets.
Not so fine china.
I'm no expert, but this china doesn't seem very nice.
Don't even think about touching the china, Guybrush.
Who's touching it? I'm not touching it. No, sir, not me.
I said this last week, but this game has aged really well. The visuals. The 3D needs some anti-aliasing, but other than that, like, I really like that they went for this stylized, cartoony look.
It's a government paper of some sort. The header says Melee Government Employment Contract, Cushy Edition.
We got a cushy contract and a regular contract.
Ruby banner. For some reason, it makes me want to ride a hog. Elaine would kill me if I got dirt on her family banner. I love chess, especially the horsies. I've got no time for easily mastered games like chess. This clock appears to be stuck at 6:10. The pendulum isn't moving either. Maybe we're stuck in some kind of temporal anomaly where time stands still forever!
Or maybe the clock hasn't been wound in 3 months.
That could work too. I'll wind this clock after I've stopped whatever evil's afoot.
Guess if something's meant to be a reference to a puzzle in an earlier game and I forgot, feel free to just tell me. I remember a decent amount of the very first game, very little of the second or third game.
It's a portrait of Elaine's grandfather, Horatio T. Marley. This must have been painted years before his yacht was sucked into a whirlpool off the coast of Australia 20 or so years ago. Never to be seen again.
Coast of Australia, huh?
I don't think Elaine would appreciate me taking down her coveted family portraits.
Good guess.
spitting contest is in Monkey Island too. Booty Island.
It's the door to our bedroom. I've heard of homes away from home, but that would be ridiculous.
I think that's it.
This is no time to sleep.
I've got new stuff to do potentially. So I'm gonna head out of here for now. Can I get my inner tube back?
I knew it looked like a giant slingshot. As useful as a two-pronged cactus would be, I'd rather not stick one in my pants. I knew it looked like a giant slingshot.
Pretzels, contract form, gubernatorial symbol, cushy form. I have this like instinct from playing King's Quest 6 to save constantly. Which I probably should still save regularly, but not after like every single interaction in the game. I just leave back through here to get back to the world map. I haven't crashed yet. You can skip text, I think, so I should be able to get back to where I was. Let's see. Should have made that exit on the left and then have the way to get back into town also on the left. Hey.
I need a ship.
I told you, you don't have the authority to...
Check this out.
What's this?
The gubernatorial seal of Melee Island.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess you are an important person. Right this way, Mrs. Marley. Let me show you to your ship.
I am Mrs. Marley. Is it the one that's not part of the pre-rendered background? No, I guess not. It is! Wait, maybe it's not. Sold, I see.
This is the Dainty Lady.
It's pink.
You've obviously got a seaman's eye for nautical details.
But it's pink.
Now, there are a couple of regulations that I'm required to explain to you. First, bring it back in the same or better condition as it is now. Second, life preservers are to be worn by all crew and passengers at all times. Finally, this vehicle is to be used for official business only, so no joyriding.
Can I go now?
Well, I'd love to hang out here on the docks with you all day. Actually, that's a lie. I can't stand to be near you. Bye. Oh, and enjoy your voyages on the Dainty Lady.
It's pink. That's the second most beautiful figurehead I've ever seen. Hey, she's got pierced ears.
Why would anyone put earrings on a ship's figurehead? I'm not picking that up.
I'm not sure how I'd use this.
Okay, so I can't get the earrings.
It's pink.
Hey, what's all this junk doing here cluttering up my shipyard?
It's
I can't use this. I'm not picking that up.
So I need to get a crew before I can do anything with it, right? Oh, the ears, there's a hole where ears... Okay, gotcha.
Nobody needs saving at the moment.
Yeah.
It's empty.
about this ship.
What about it?
Don't you have another one I could use?
What's wrong with this one?
It's pink.
Doesn't look very intimidating.
This vehicle is registered to the government. It is not to be used for piracy.
Darn.
Yeah, just using it to meet my lawyers.
My crew will laugh at me.
I get the feeling you're used to being laughed at.
fun. I think the comedy is on point for the earlier 3 games. The gameplay's a little janky on a keyboard, but...
It's pink. Actually, I think it's fuchsia.
But it's pink.
I see it as more of a mauve.
But it's pink.
It's actually something called blazing popsicle.
This is the aw come on joke formula. I love it.
Pink.
Actually, I think it's
There we go.
fuchsia.
Never mind. It's perfect for me.
Yes, I think it suits you.
Yeah, I thought Grim Fandango worked fine, but I also was able to play that on a controller. I think it was a later remaster.
Nothing, I guess.
I need to get a crew. Got a navigator. Let me check this house again really quick. Worked better with the controller, but still awkward. Gotcha.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's me again.
Go away.
Use gubernatorial symbol with moon.
Elaine would probably kill me if I went around misusing this.
Oh, you can combine
that
items.
would help anything.
That's interesting.
If I go around offering these to everyone and everything I see, I won't have any for myself.
Okay.
I'm not sure if Elaine would approve of that.
The comedy and writing seemed really good, and that's probably the most important thing to me about a Monkey Island game. All the buildings back here are fake Scooby-Doo doors, other than the voodoo lady one, right? Shoot. No, don't do it! Was not on purpose. Okay. Yeah. I enjoyed that too. We actually did Curse of Monkey Island already. If you go to the Marstead.com link, you could see YouTube playlists for all the games we've already played.
Ahoy again!
What is it now?
We got some heavy-duty begging to attend to.
Oh, come on. Join my crew. It'll be fun.
No.
Thanks, but no.
Oh, come on. Join my crew. It'll be fun.
No.
Thanks, but no.
Serious? Yeah, I just disconnected briefly. Long enough to split the VOD, apparently. Hold on.
I could swear that I know you guys.
I really don't think so.
Didn't we share a cruise to Monkey Island once?
I don't think so.
Carla, make the bad man stop. He's come to take us back to Monkey Island.
Carla?
Who?
You can't fool me. You're Carla, the sword master of Melee Island. And you're Otis.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let it go, Otis. The half-witch recognized us.
I knew you guys looked familiar. You were 2/3 of my original Monkey Island crew.
The crew you abandoned on Monkey Island, you mean?
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to escape from Monkey Island?
No. How difficult is it to?
Escape from Monkey Island.
Well,
they said
it's
the
really
thing.
difficult.
Yeah.
The whole experience was very traumatizing.
Scared us for life.
Gee, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, sorry doesn't feed the narwhals, Buster.
Won't you join my crew? For old time's sake.
Okay, no worries. If you type
Guybrush,
exclamation
take a
point
good
hide
look at
before your
Otis.
message, chat can see it, but I won't be able to if you're worried about spoilers.
That's what happened to him the last time we agreed to be part of your crew. Now, what in the name of Blackbeard's dandruff could possibly convince us to join you in another idiotic adventure?
How about a cushy contract? A brand new car!
Cushy government jobs.
That sounds interesting.
Carla, what are you doing?
What kind of cushy government jobs are we talking about?
You know, the kind where you're paid 3 times the going private sector rate, no one checks your work, and it's impossible to be fired.
Don't listen to him, Carla. He just wants to take us back to Monkey Island.
We'd want contracts, of course.
I'll see what I can do. Be seeing ya.
Not if we see you first.
That's great.
Is this some kind of joke?
What? This contract is not even being signed by the governor.
We may be down on our luck, pirates, but we're not stupid. Come back when you've got a signed contract.
Okie dokie. I love that the world map apparently is still in the same basic engine. You're just running around on what looks like a map, so you can still like use items on towns and stuff. I assume there's never going to be a puzzle that actually requires you to do that. This is a fun way to do a follow-up. Tenure.
What's this for?
I needed to convince reluctant rapscallions to join my crew.
Darling, can't you just use your blinding charisma to cajole them into joining you?
I think I used up all my charisma on the honeymoon.
All right, let me sign it. Let me guess. Another government bribe?
I prefer the term state-sponsored incentive.
When you get back from Lucre Island, we're going to have a long talk about civic ethics. All right, let me sign it.
Pre-signed. Curse Monkey Island is the third one. I actually don't remember very many of the puzzles in it. Anyone remember watching the playthroughs? Remember which one I struggled on most? Go back and watch the YouTube VODs. It was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Gold Tooth one, that rings a bell, yeah. I don't know why the second and third game didn't stick with me as much. Oops. I mostly just remember the ending of 2. Didn't the original developer make a new adventure game that was people thought it was okay?
Wow. You actually got us a signed contract. Well, let's see. Yes. Ah, yes. Good. Aha!
Carla, do you even know what half of this stuff means?
Not a clue.
More
But
like
look,
Maniac
it says
Mansion.
cushy in the title.
Well, all right then.
All right, Threepwood, you've got yourself a crew.
Is that the ship?
It doesn't look very seaworthy.
At least it doesn't smell like monkeys.
Are you guys ready to go?
Aye, Captain.
Whatever.
No.
Don't make me slap you, Otis.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
Then we're off to Lucre Island in search of high adventure and a legally binding restraining order.
It'll all end in tears. Mark my words.
Mr. Chief,
Wonderful.
shouldn't we steer away from those dark, portentous clouds?
Nonsense, Captain. A little rain never hurt anyone.
Mommy!
Batten down
Drink for
the
silent
hatches.
runs.
Pinch Penny, Spittle,
Clear the smoke.
Jambalaya.
Get your hands off me!
Sorry, baby. There you go, Mr. Marley. Lucre Island.
Ah, Lucre Town, the largest urban center in the Tri-Island area. Thanks, Mr. Cheese. Next time, you think we can get here with a little less drama?
Oh no. There's not going to be a next time, is there?
Better not be. Once was enough.
Okay, I'm going into town. You guys stay here and watch the ship.
Oh, sure. I see how it is. The captain gets to make all the decisions.
This one appears to be a real outage this time, unlike the last one from a few seconds ago. I don't know how many episodes of Monkey Island I'm going to have to stitch together, but I guess I can split it here anyway, since I have to stitch stuff together regardless. Give me a sec. We're stitching, we're back minutes later. We took a trip to this island, and it looks like Guybrush is in a classic costume now, which is cool. Let's see what we can find.
That's the second most beautiful figurehead I've ever seen.
Ahoy there, Mr. Cheese.
Yes?
Nacho cheese.
Good work getting us into the harbor.
Thanks. Next time be helpful if you didn't use the ship's maps as coasters.
Where can I find Otis?
That useless deck swab beats me. After you left, he ran off. Probably looking for new ways to be lazy.
How's the ship? When will she be ready for departure?
Just as soon as I repair the rudder, the mast, and the deck.
What's wrong with the rudder?
Just took a little beating on the way past that breakwater. Nothing I can't fix.
What's wrong with the mast?
Well, it got a bit jolted when we careened off the rocky outcropping. Nothing I can't fix.
What's wrong with the deck?
Well, somebody scratched "Help me, Mommy" into it. Deep scratches, but nothing I can't fix.
Cup holder will be fixed in 2 hours.
Well, I'll leave it to you.
Gee, thanks.
Well, okay then. Keep the ship shape while I'm gone.
Thank you, Nacho Cheese.
Yeah, that's the end of the pier right here.
So I'm guessing the original demo for this game ended
Somebody's selling fish over
after
here.
you get the ship and leave.
Some guys with funny accents from up north came in on this boat.
Vikings.
There's a duckling on this. Must be the duck standard.
I'm
not picking that up. I'll let the ducks carry their own flag. There's a duckling on this. Must be the duck standard.
Life preservers.
Hey, check out that pair of flotation devices. No, Elaine probably wouldn't like that. Hey, Carla.
What do you want?
Where's Otis?
He's on shore leave.
Why aren't you on shore leave?
Someone has to stay and guard the ship while the big cheese repairs all the damage you inflicted on it.
Since you're stuck here, would you like me to get you something from town?
Like what?
Actually, I have no idea. I haven't taken a good look around yet.
Well, maybe you should.
Carry on, Carla.
Do I really have a choice?
Check out this duck up here really quick.
Ah, there's nothing like the smell of buckets upon buckets of rotting fish in the morning sun.
It's a rather unspectacular duck.
Pick up duck. Use duck.
This is the second largest duck I've ever held. Ah, there's nothing like the smell of buckets upon buckets. No. I should go to the law offices before I get some bait.
All of justice.
I should go to the law offices before I go in there.
Law offices first, got it. Sense and sensibilities. It's pretty good.
Whoever lives here must be pretty small.
Spritzers? That looks like LeChuck.
It's a pile of empty perfume spritzer bottles. I'll just take one.
Law offices. Progress. Palace of Prostheses.
Excuse me, is this?
Come in. Come in.
Come in.
What can we do for you?
I was told you guys could help me.
Of course we can.
What is it, wrongful dismemberment?
Hit and run dinghy accident?
Hurt your back while pillaging another ship?
No. I need you to see if you can save my house from being destroyed.
That doesn't sound very
Prestigious.
Lucrative?
Did I mention that my house is the governor's mansion on Melee Island?
Governor's mansion, you say?
well. That changes things.
Nice use of the TM.
But you can't be the governor.
I'm here representing the Honorable Elaine Marley Threepwood, governor of the Tri-Island area. She's my wife.
Oh, I get it.
He's joking about the wife thing.
And people think lawyers have no sense of humor.
You know, it's illegal to make such wrongful
And preposterous.
claims.
Should we sue him?
How much money do you think he has?
I'm serious. We just got back from our honeymoon. 3 glorious months on the high seas. And returned to find the mansion under siege by a dastardly demolitionist.
Is this alleged demolitionist wealthy?
Yes, we could sue them.
Put a lien on their catapult.
File a writ of habeas moneyus.
Wouldn't you rather go after the big bucks? If Elaine wins the election, she'll be a powerful person. And if the mansion is saved, she'll have someone to thank. And if that someone is you...
We would be given a lot of money?
Not given.
Think outside the juror's box, my esteemed colleagues. We could become the official lawyers for the Tri-Island area.
Yes, the preferred legal team of the governor's office.
What do you need from us, young fellow?
I don't know. You handled Grandpa Marley's estate, right?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Did he have a plan for such a crisis?
Nope.
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 But we'll get right on it.
Right.
Right.
Okay, I'll wait.
Actually, this may take a while.
Legal issues can be quite complicated.
And take a lot of research.
Isn't there something else you could do for a while?
See the island.
Take in the sight.
I guess so.
Oh, hey. You might as well take this.
What is it?
It's a letter from Grandpa Marley.
It was supposed to be delivered after his granddaughter got married.
This'll save us a trip.
Now be gone. We have work to do.
No, this is a very personal letter for Elaine and me. Law practice for dummies. The law of the sea.
2 words, boy.
Let's see what's inside.
Hey, get away from that.
Oops, sorry. I thought there were complimentary mints inside.
And handle the truth.
This isn't King's Quest.
Case law will make it up.
Can't move past them, it looks like.
If I took it, their clients wouldn't have anything to sit on. Let's see what's inside.
Hey, get away from that.
Thought it was. We could order an exhumation.
I thought there were complimentary mints inside.
Where are my briefs?
Hmm.
We'll subpoena everyone on the island. Habeas, habeas.
Habeas, habeas, habeas. There's a decent amount of stuff to do here. It's kind of cool. Booker Bank. Definitely seems like some of the most options I've had in a game like this.
Bank policy, sir. I can't convert these traveler's checks because we've never heard of, what's his name? Australia.
But you've honored them countless times before.
Might be the Australian.
Counterfeit money come through here lately, so we've had to tighten our policy. And if you ask me, these don't look real. Besides the funny name, there's a picture of a strange animal on here that has another one popping out of its belly.
That's a kangaroo, you ignorant pirate trollop.
See? There you go. Kangaroo. Another funny name. Funny to say, too. Kangaroo. Kangaroo.
Oh, strength. I've got business to attend to, but I'll come back, and when I do, I want these honored.
Have a nice day, Mr. Mandrill.
You should switch to decaf.
Kangaroo. Kangaroo.
Excuse me.
Please speak with the teller.
But I just have a quick...
Please ask the teller. I'm very busy, and she can probably assist you.
I'm gonna drop the items I don't need.
Free Scupperware promotion today. Just
So I guess
open an
the
account with
non-
10,000 pieces of 8 or more.
I guess the non-cushy job was, or non-cushy contract was an extraneous item.
Nobody can do mental math anymore. No way. Real pirates don't need to add. Instead, we hire our pirate brethren, the accountants, to add and keep track of our treasure for us.
Oh, there's a great CGP Grey video about that, how important the quartermaster was to piracy.
They really don't need it.
Hey, don't touch that!
Wonder what would happen if I pull it.
God, face the bank teller.
Hi there.
Welcome to the Second Bank of Lucre. I'm Brittany. How may I help you?
What happened to the first Bank of Lucre?
Nothing. It was our public relations department's idea. They felt that being called the first bank didn't project an image of experience.
I'd like to make a deposit.
Do you have an account here?
No.
Then what else can I do for you?
I need to make a withdrawal.
Do you have an account here?
No.
Then what else can I do for you?
I'd like a loan, please.
All right, sir. And what would the funds be used for?
Jewel-encrusted bunny slippers. Life-size chocolate pirate ship.
I'm going to repaint my ship.
What's wrong with the way it is now?
It's pink.
Oh, I see. And do you have a job?
I'm a game designer.
I'm a game designer.
Oh, I'm sorry. We don't extend credit to people with no practical skills.
I'm married to the governor.
I see. And what does that pay?
Nothing, but I sure spend a lot.
Nothing.
Thanks for your time. Someone will contact you in 3 to 5 business years.
No free toasters?
Business years.
Have a nice day.
Come on, face the thing. Here you go.
Ugh, it's full of names and numbers and lots of math. What would I want with a ledger? I've always wondered how they get the ship in there. That's the second most useless trinket I've ever seen.
Good running joke in this.
You're not allowed up there!
I believe this would qualify as a luscious fern. I believe this would qualify as a luscious fern.
No. Oh my god, face the thing.
Pirate Magazine. Popular news of the Caribbean's most scandalous and nefarious pirates. And in this month's issue, how to loot and pillage and still be there for the kids. I don't have time to read. It's an empty Scupperware container. I'm sure this is useful, but how? That's a very aesthetically pleasing fountain, I think.
I'll go back and talk to Carla and see if she wants anything from the town. I thought she would want that magazine.
Hey, Carla.
What do you want?
Since you're stuck here, would you like me to get you something from town?
Like what?
Actually, I have no idea. I haven't taken a good look around yet.
Well, maybe you should.
Carry on, Carla.
Do I really have a choice?
Not really.
Lucre Island Port Authority. I'm not picking that up. I better not go in there, or they might get on my case about the damage my navigator did to the docks. They're using it right now.
I wouldn't recommend touching that.
It would be harmful to your health.
We are using it to time our match.
Is it insult chess?
Yes.
So who's winning?
It's hard to say. I've been pressing Senor Castaneda's queen with my Montgolfier offensive. But I think the miserable Getz got me stymied with his Estrada barricade.
Ah, I see.
His eyes crossed during that. Who's winning now?
Who's winning now?
It's too close to call.
Hi, a giant lizard!
Where?
Nice move, Brainiac.
That doesn't count.
You know the rules. You let go of a piece, it's a move.
But...
Rules are rules, Tabo.
Fine. Yes?
Isn't that Bobby Fischer?
Hey, isn't that Bobby Fischer?
Yikes! There's a scorpion on your shoulder. Oh my gosh! Someone set the bar on fire.
So, who's winning?
It's difficult to say. I've been chipping away at Mr. Santiago's material via a subtle Yeltsin stagger step attack. But it looks as though he's undermining my efforts via a modified Khrushchev burial defense.
Yes, of course. Can I play next?
Sure, but you might be waiting for a while.
Oh, why?
Because chess is a game that requires hours of intense concentration.
Can I play now?
Can I play now?
No.
Can I play now?
No.
Can I play now?
No.
Okay.
I'll let you get back to your game.
Okay, I guess the island isn't as big as I thought it was for a second. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I think the non-tank controls version is great for running around in general, but not great for, like, looking at specific objects that are right in front of you.
Wow, Lucre Town is a sewage system. How nice is that? I'll bet you could get into any bathroom on Lucre Island through here.
I'm not picking that up.
And it's just too heavy for me to pull open on my own.
Use duck with manhole. Okay. Maybe I could use its
This
strength.
bench sure has a lot of windows. I can't reach that window standing down here on the ground.
Okay, so maybe it's possible to climb up to the window?
Well, that doesn't need to be kept fresh.
Window to climb in. Palace of Prostheses.
Let's see, rubber knuckles, artificial appendages, faux follicles. Nope, nothing I want here. Let's see, rubber knuckles, artificial appendages, faux follicles.
Guy with two eye patches.
Nothing I want here. It's a basket of finely crafted prosthetic limbs. It's a false leg made of porcelain. Ugh. I'm not touching that. It's a wooden hand.
I heard that. I hope you're planning to pay for that hand. It ain't cheap.
Actually, I don't have a dime.
Well, then, you'd best be putting it back then, eh, Tiger?
Sorry.
Twice the pirate you are.
I haven't seen so many pointy things in one place since my last dental checkup. Sticking my hand into a basket full of hooks seems like a recipe for disaster. What a great idea. Pity about the elephants, though. I make it a rule to boycott things made from endangered animals that I didn't personally kill. These hooks and hands look like they're falling apart.
I know. I ordered those from some fly-by-night overseas company, and now I'm stuck with them. I can't even give them away.
As much as I love free stuff, these plastic doodads are useless.
Welcome to the Palace of Prostheses, home of the no detection, no infection, no rejection 30-day guarantee. You smell new. Who are you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Well, you don't smell so mighty to me.
What?
In fact, you smell kind of flowery.
What?
Heck, I can smell your lilacs and lilies aftershave even through my stuffy nose.
Wow, you're good.
Well, I'm Dave. Around here, they call me Dead-Eye Dave. I'm the Tri-Island area's foremost expert in anatomical approximation.
So, how's the prosthetics business?
it's been better.
Let me guess. An Australian land developer is using strong-arm tactics to try and buy up your business.
What? Where'd you get a weird idea like that?
Well, I just figured...
Well, you figured wrong. Australia, what kind of a name is that anyway?
Never mind. So what is wrong with your business?
My monkey left me.
I noticed that Guybrush's eye was pointed up during that conversation. We saw some cross-eyes earlier. Maybe they're doing eye stuff in most of the scenes and he's not close enough to the camera to see most of the time.
And you're so despondent over your loss that you can't focus on your work, right?
Despondent? Over Pongo? Don't be silly.
Then why was he so important?
Because Pongo handled all my paperwork and deliveries. He was the only one who understood my back office's automated Filomatic filing system. Without him, I have no idea which orders go with which customers. It's really upsetting my regular clientele.
That's terrible. Have you heard from your filing monkey since he disappeared?
What's he gonna do? Send me a postcard?
Not to be insensitive, but are you blind?
Do I look blind?
I don't know. The twin eye patches could be some sort of hip new pirate fashion statement.
Of course I'm blind, you lilac-scented party waste!
Sorry.
Don't give it a second thought. My other senses more than compensate for my lack of sight. For example, I usually can identify my customers by their distinctive individual
perfume.
You can recognize people by their smell?
Usually no problem. Today, though, my nose is stuffed up because I got a bit of a cold. So I can only recognize amplified odors, like the lilac aftershave you generously applied to your face. Fortunately, my hearing's still sharper than a barge full of bunnies.
So how sharp is your hearing anyway, Paul?
Sharp enough, Pinky.
Him like saying that into his shoulder was a nice touch too.
I'm looking for some gifts for my differently abled pirate friends.
Then you've come to the right place. What kinds of prostheses did you have in mind?
How about something in a fashionable peg leg?
You're in luck. We've just received several baskets of steady leg ivory pegs with rubber stoppers. They're 20 doubloons apiece.
That'd be great, if I had any money. What kind of hooks are the cool pirates wearing this season?
Oh, a traditionalist. Well, nothing says yo-ho-ho in a bottle of rum quite like our Quick Gut 2000 line of hooks. Today we're having a sale. Buy one hook for 30 doubloons and get a replacement hook for free.
That's a little bit out of my range. What have you got in affordable prosthetic hands?
Well, if you're not too discriminating, there's a basket of slightly malformed redwood hands over there. We're letting them go at 5 doubloons a pop.
Gee, that does sound good. Almost wish I was carrying some money. What have you got that's free?
Free? What do you think I'm running, a charity?
What can I say? I'm broke.
Okay, you've appealed to my sense of generosity. Here's what I'll do. I'll let you have one of my untested, unguaranteed, unapproved experimental prosthetic devices.
Neat. What kind of prosthetic devices are we talking about?
I'll let you choose. Through a story.
Huh?
Humor me. Once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Jerry? So I like Larry.
Larry. Larry wanted to win the hand of a fair maiden named...
Wendy?
Wendy. Tragically, Wendy had already pledged her heart to a jerk named...
Fred?
Yeah, Fred.
Well?
Well, what?
What happened?
Neither of them had the guts to go through with the wedding, so she turned her passion towards the stock market, where she lived happily ever after. The end.
What a dreadful story.
I know. Here's your free experimental prostheses.
What is it?
That's a few dozen feet of Frinkle and Osterman's artificial guts.
Oh, gross.
I know. Those things always clog up on cold winter nights.
Ugh, double gross.
Go ahead and take it though.
I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
Get another free prosthesis?
I'd like to have another one of those free prostheses.
Can't get enough of experimental technology, huh? Okay, once upon a time, there was a pirate named...
Huh. Interesting puzzle.
Harry?
Harry, a palm reader, had told Harry that he was destined to marry a beautiful singer named...
Mindy?
Mindy. Sadly, Mindy's finger was already wearing the engagement ring of a bounder named...
Ned?
Ned, that's it.
Well?
Well, what?
What happened?
She decided that she couldn't stomach the thought of being married to either of them. So she joined a convent. The end.
What a dreadful story. You
Words in
leave
caps.
storytelling to the professionals.
I know. Here's your free experimental prosthesis.
What is it?
That's a factory model Bile-tastic Stomach 9000. If they ever can figure out how to keep the acid from leaking out, they'll sell millions. Don't worry, this unit's empty.
Interesting.
See you later.
That makes one of us.
We'll mess with that later and figure out what those are.
I don't have the nerve to use these guts. Only cows need more than one stomach.
Twiddle with file retrieval system controls. Look
It
at
appears to be some sort of high-tech file retrieval system. I'm not picking that up.
spin dial.
Some sort of document. The name on it says Eric G. Fungdigosmak. It has all sorts of useless information, such as prosthetic prescriptions, address, phone number, allergies.
I assume that they recorded a bunch of sounds and they combined them randomly based on what combination you put together. It says palm tree, bunny, jack-o'-lantern, monkey. Just disconnected again. A full disconnect, it looks like.
The name on it says Nathaniel O. Surge. It has all sorts of useless information, such as prosthetic prescriptions, address, phone number, allergies.
Alright, since I'm stitching VODs together anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and split again. Gonna try to keep going. Gotta find out what the code is there. Banana, palm tree, monkey.
Let's see. Rubber knuckles, artificial appendages, faux follicles. Nope, nothing I want here.
Anything actually up here, is there? Doesn't look like it. You can do it, Guybrush. There you go. Misty swamp.
It's a stinky puddle of swamp water. It's a crude raft. It's a stinky puddle of swamp water. I'm not picking that up.
This doesn't end well. Got time? Oh. Random screen transitions.
It's locked. It's locked. It's a gate. I'm not picking that up.
Looks like it has a clock puzzle on it.
It's locked. It's locked.
It doesn't let me investigate the puzzle, but I'm guessing
like
it's
I'm
at 6:10
hopelessly
p.m.
feel like I'm hopelessly lost.
Oh, no, I'm on the other side of the gate, though. Okay.
It's locked.
It's a Lost Woods puzzle.
Gee, I feel like I'm hopelessly lost. There's no way I'll ever find my way through. I don't think I'm making any progress here.
Get a map, okay.
I think I need some sort of compass to navigate these marshes.
Got it. Oops. Foreboding Mansion.
That fountain gives me the heebie-jeebies. That watchbird gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Does the mansion give me the heebie-jeebies
It's
too?
the front door of this fabulous, though creepy mansion.
Hey!
It's the
Who are you?
Australian.
What are you doing in my house?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, the love machine of Melee Island.
Don't make me laugh. You're just another maggoty pirate. My name is Ozzy. Ozzy Mandrill.
That name sounds familiar.
She's the one who's supposed to bring balance to the Force. Oh man. Yeah, 2000. Close to the prequels. Aren't you the over-the-top heavy metal performer who bites the heads off monkeys? Different Ozzy.
Weren't you the one who was supposed to bring balance to the Force?
Don't play the gink with me, Threepwood.
Who's playing?
Well then, allow me to illuminate the dingy
All the
corners
other
of
games
your
came out
mind.
prior to the
Ozzy
release of
Mandrill
Phantom
is a
Menace.
businessman, a capitalist, a real estate developer. I'm also the future king of the Caribbean.
Bring balance to the Force wasn't a thing until...
Hey, you're the guy
Phantom
who's trying
Menace.
to buy out the scum bar.
The scum bar? That's just the tip of the aardvark. I'm gonna buy the whole Caribbean.
Why are you buying up all the land in the Caribbean?
Because I'm a man with a vision.
You too? What are yours like?
I see a Caribbean freed from the chaotic plundering of grog-swilling pirates. A Caribbean made safe for the orderly consumerism of family-oriented themed restaurants and resorts. A Caribbean scrub clean of filth. A Caribbean you'd be proud to take home to your mother.
Gee, mine are mostly about ice cream. And how do all my pirate friends fit into your capitalist utopia?
Ah, they'll be retrained.
Retrained?
Yes, the service-based economies of tomorrow's Caribbean will need legions of waiters, janitors, maids, and dishwashers.
I just noticed the giant platypus ottoman.
But what about pirates who don't want to be waiters, janitors, and dishwashers?
What makes you think they'll have a choice?
And how do the dozens of pirate support industries fit into your scheme?
They'll be torn down, of course. No more will these islands be cursed with a blight of run-down watering holes, murky voodoo shops, and disease-ridden houses of ill repute. Instead, our streets will be decorated with classy art houses, whimsical theme restaurants, and upscale knick-knack shops.
But what about the stores that won't sell out?
Ah, they always sell out, eventually.
But what about the children?
What about them?
I don't know. Just thought I'd ask. I'm tired of discussing your warped dreams.
And I'm tired of discussing them.
What's your beef with pirates?
Well, for one thing, pirates smell. The only thing that smells worse than a pirate is two pirates. It's enough to make a man park a tiger on the rug.
Yeah, right. Is there anything else you hate about pirates?
Not much.
Oh?
Other than the fact that they're an uncouth subculture of illiterate yobbos who make it impossible for a hard-working businessman to earn an honest quid without worrying about being sacked and or pillaged. Not much, really.
Ah. Is there anything else you hate about pirates?
Not much.
Oh?
Other than the fact that
No,
they're
that's
an
it.
uncouth subculture of illiterate yobbos who make it impossible for a hard-working businessman to earn an
Maybe I
honest
can't
quid
skip.
without
Okay.
worrying about being sacked and or pillaged. Not much, really.
Ah,
Space paused.
what's with all the dead animals?
I like having them around. They remind me of where I came from.
Burbank?
Australia, you ninny.
Oh. My navigator tells me that you're pretty good with an insult.
Pretty good. Listen, Kitty Wink, I'll have you know that my insults have finished off over 500 hostile takeovers. There isn't a man alive or dead who can withstand the might of my withering barbs.
I bet I can beat you.
Oh, really? And what stakes do you propose?
Give me 1,000,000 pieces of 8. Chicken dance in the middle of town.
If I win, you have to give me 1,000,000 pieces of 8, or maybe 8,000,000 pieces of 1.
Fine. And if I win, you have to leave my house.
Agreed. So, what form of insult game shall we play?
Let's stick to the basics, shall we?
I'm definitely gonna lose this here.
On guard. Touche.
Oh, that is so cliche.
Nice.
You fight like a dairy farmer.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow. Looks like things are crook in Muscle Brook for you.
Yeah, I don't have it yet, do I? I have no idea what you just said, yet I feel strangely insulted.
Well, didgeridoo to you too.
I'm as cunning as a dunny rat.
So I have to find out about Australia. Oh yeah?
Oh yeah?
You're more daggy than a mate from Whoop Whoop.
I can't argue with that.
Ha ha!
I lost.
Naturally. Now get out of my house.
Nice. Pick flower.
It's a pleasant smelling flower.
Yeah, I can check for a skip button in case it comes up later. Hold on. Skip is period or delete. Okay. Come on, Guybrush, you can do it. There you go.
It's locked.
No, you can't do it.
Poor thing. Poor
Wombat.
endangered giant wombat.
It's nailed down.
I'd hate to see the creature that laid this. No, I have no interest in trying to hatch the egg. Poor thing. Poor defenseless giant platypus.
It's nailed down.
Poor thing. Poor ferocious man-eating giant crocodile. Poor thing. Poor dim-witted giant koala.
It's nailed down.
Come on, dude. Cross the threshold. But not so much that you turn around immediately. There we go.
Guns don't kill wild animals. Ozzy kills wild animals. Poor thing. Poor cuddly-wuddly giant dingo.
It's nailed down.
Face
Poor
the thing.
thing. Poor doomed hapless giant kangaroo.
It's nailed down.
It would be funny if just one of them happened to not be nailed
Poor
down.
thing. Poor cuddly-wuddly giant dingo. Poor thing. Poor dim-witted giant koala. Poor thing. Poor dim-witted giant koala. Poor thing. Poor, ferocious, man-eating giant ostrich. I'll bet there's just more creepy stuffed relics behind this door. I'm not picking that up.
That seems likely. Let's see what else we can find. Use actual words as insults. Didn't mean to do this, but we'll talk to him anyway. Blame the controls.
Yes?
What is it? We're quite busy.
Have you guys figured out how to save my mansion yet?
You mustn't rush the gears of justice, Mr. Threepwood.
There are writs of nolo comprende to research. Subpoenas of e pluribus unum to serve.
Webs of red tape to spin.
It would go faster.
Much faster.
If we had the original deed to the Marley Mansion.
I'd like to sue someone.
A lawsuit?
Did someone say lawsuit? That sounds
intriguing.
Who do you want to sue?
And why?
Sooth Chirp is hurling boulders at my mansion. Ghost Pirate LeChuck for emotional distress. The electronic gaming industry for driving hardware requirements to ridiculous heights, even for simple adventure games.
Let's sue the electronic gaming industry for driving hardware requirements to ridiculous heights, even for simple adventure games.
What?
I have no idea why I just said that. I'd still like to sue someone.
Who do you want to sue?
And why?
I want to sue the twerp who's hurling boulders at my mansion.
First things first, Mr. Threepwood. We have to stop him.
Before we can sue him.
I'd still like to sue someone.
Who do you want to sue?
And why?
I'd like to sue the Ghost Pirate LeChuck for emotional distress.
We can't sue a ghost. That'd be unethical.
Immoral.
And besides, there's no money in it.
I'd still like to sue someone.
Who do you want to sue?
And why?
Never mind, I changed my mind. Why don't sharks eat lawyers?
Who says sharks don't eat lawyers?
Oh, but sharks eat lawyers all the time.
Once they've signed all the appropriate corpus delicti waivers.
What do you call a galleon full of lawyers at the bottom of the ocean?
A terrible tragedy. A horrible waste.
A potential negligence litigation goldmine.
A good start.
I don't get it.
Neither do I. Do the families of these lawyers have proper representation?
What's the difference between a lawyer and the Ghost Pirate LeChuck?
Legally, the lawyer would have certain property rights.
While LeChuck, being in a state of corpus transparentis, would be...
No. One is an undead demonic plunderer, while the other's just LeChuck. Did you hear the one about the pirate who kidnapped a dozen lawyers?
Did the lawyers slap a lien on his ship?
Did he get proper representation at his trial?
No. He threatened to release one every hour until his demands were met. How can you tell when a lawyer is lying?
Oh, that's easy. You hook him up to a reliable,
though legally inadmissible,
lie detector apparatus.
Actually, you just check to see if his lips are moving.
Oh my god, there's so many of these.
Did you hear the one about the lawyer who sued to get into paradise?
Which one? Henderson versus St. Peter?
Carbuncle versus heaven?
There's a lot of case law in this area.
Wow, this is a tough room.
Very good.
Well, I'll let you guys get back to work.
Please do. They'll never know what hit them.
Oh, who's this? Yo. Rando villager doesn't talk. Okay. Got it. You'll probably get swamp in the spritzer.
Hey, stop that. It's a full bottle of perfume. It's a pile of empty perfume spritzer bottles.
What's with all the spritzing, mate?
Welcome to Sense and Sensibilities,
Is it the 30th
subtle
anniversary?
fragrances
Nice.
from exotic lands transport you to worlds of romance and delight. My name is Hugo, and I am a licensed aromatherapist. Can Hugo interest you in one of our fine perfumes, colognes, or aftershaves?
Aren't you a little piratey for a perfume salesman?
Hugo's not a pirate. Hugo's a model citizen, making a positive economic contribution to the economic well-being of Luca Island.
Uh-huh. You sure look like a pirate to me.
But Hugo's not a pirate. Not anymore, leastways.
How do you stop being a pirate?
By taking Ozzy Mandrill's Pirate Re-Education Mail-Order Correspondence course.
What's that?
It's a miracle, it is. In 3 weeks, it taught Hugo how to channel his destructive antisocial urges into more constructive avenues.
Like selling scented bathwater.
Precisely.
Why would you want to quit being a pirate in the first place?
Because Hugo could read the writing on the wall. Hugo saw that the pirate lifestyle was being marginalized by powerful outside interests. Hugo decided to get out while the getting was good.
Yeah. Doesn't Hugo miss being a pirate?
Not especially, no. Although sometimes Hugo misses the wind in his face. And the wenches. And Hugo misses the grog. And the decks covered with the blood of Hugo's enemies. But other than that, no, not a thing.
What's that ungodly stench you've been exposing to unsuspecting passers-by?
That's our featured fragrance, Eau de la Chuck.
Who'd want to smell like LeChuck?
Oh, it's very popular among tourists wanting to capture that authentic swashbuckling mystique.
But LeChuck smelled like a rotting corpse.
We prefer to refer to it as earthy.
Eau de LeChuck's really that popular?
Oh, yes, sir. In the last few hours, Hugo's gone through dozens of sample bottles.
Smell you later.
Thank you for your patronage. Please come again.
Uh-oh. Sorry, I don't know what got deleted there. I've posted a link. Someone might have to permit you.
Whew. This stand is excessively odoriferous. Be glad this game doesn't have support for smell generation.
Oh. Is that a confirmed thing now? That's pretty exciting. Should be able to post it now. Sorry about that.
I thought that laundry got hung up after it was cleaned. Whoever lives here must be pretty small. Nice hatchet. I'm not picking that up.
House of Sticks.
It's a barrel of sticks. I don't think there are any sticks I want in that barrel.
Okay.
Slightly irregular and blemished sticks. 40% off marked price. These sticks look perfectly fine to me.
To the untrained eye, they might. Those sticks didn't pass our rigid quality assurance process.
I'm not exactly sure what's wrong with them.
They're probably fine for the non-discriminating type of consumer, but those sticks wouldn't pass the muster for our high-end buyers.
This cane has an almost imperceptible crack in it. Looks like high-quality wood, though.
The glue is still drying on that cane. Please don't pick it up.
It's Freddy's stick catalog. This must be Freddy's calculator. Pirates don't need calculators.
Besides, it's not yours to take, Sonny.
Why would I want to look through the catalog when I've got the real thing right here? I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. What's your racket?
Most people around here call me Freddy, which is a sensible thing to do, considering that it's my name and all. I carve walking sticks.
Wouldn't think a walking stick shop could support itself on a pirate-infested island.
I wouldn't think that a walking stick shop could support itself on a pirate-infested island.
Well, under normal circumstances, I might agree with that sentiment. But lately, Lucre Island's been experiencing an influx of tourists, gawkers, and other assorted outsiders. They're always more than eager to purchase my authentic pirate walking sticks at a reasonable markup, of course. Besides which, I can always depend on Mr. Mandrel to break a few dozen sticks a week.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
been single-handedly keeping me in business for months.
Lady, he's putting my kids through college.
So the walking stick market is booming, is that it?
Well, no, I wouldn't exactly call it booming, but it's putting food on the table. And if Mr. Mandrel ever pays off his tab, I can retire.
Can you help me? I can't decide which walking stick is right for me.
Well, now, in order to choose the right stick, we'll need to know a little about your walking stick needs. Where do you expect to be doing most of your walking?
Back and forth on the deck of my mighty pirate ship.
Oh, I see. And how many people would you expect to be walking with?
I'll be walking with my wife. She's a governor, you know.
Whatever you say, sir. How long will you be walking on average?
About a half hour. 45 minutes tops.
I see. Well then, taking all your answers into consideration, not to mention the numerous personal observations I've made of your movements, I believe that the perfect walking stick for you would be the Wiebelfester 9000 Rainforest Deluxe. As luck would have it, we've got dozens of them in stock. No need to make a racket ringing that bell. I'm right here.
I'm back.
So you are.
Okay, so there might be a code with this, like there's a code with the prosthesis shop guy.
Stick around. I'll be back later.
Be seeing ya.
Stick around. Alright, so I got several items now. These prosthetic stomach and guts, Scupperware, the letter that I have to show to Elaine later, a duck, spritzer bottle, cologne. We know the prosthetic guy detects us based on smell, so there's probably a bunch of things I can try there.
Iron Maiden! Excellent! I have no idea why I said that.
It is a Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure reference. It's one of my sound effects.
Excellent! Ew, greasy. I guess they use it on these Iron Maiden spikes to allow smooth impaling.
Chicken grease obtained.
It's good to see that Lucre Island doesn't mollycoddle its criminal element. I'd rather not. Iron Maiden! Excellent! I have no idea why I said that.
Trying to look at this picture, sorry.
Now there's a manly pirate. It says, Contra leges marinas latrocinium maris est. I think that means, actually I have no idea what it means.
Hey, Otis.
Otis, what are you doing here?
I'm a victim of society.
Let me guess. You were framed, right?
How did you know?
Just a hunch.
Some old guy with a weird accent accused me of stealing flowers from his front yard.
What is it with you and flowers?
It's a plot, I tell you. People are to make me seem less fearsome and piratey by accusing me of being the kind of pirate who likes to pick flowers.
I'm the one who picked the flower.
I never found you all that fearsome to begin with.
Go pick a pack of posies.
I'm feeling an incredible feeling of deja vu.
Would it help if I gave you a breath mint?
Wait, It's past. What is it with you and flowers?
It's a plot, I tell you. People are to make me see.
If it's any comfort.
Okay, there we go.
See you later, Otis.
You're gonna get me out of here, right?
I'm gonna try.
Want a flower, Otis?
Ha freaking ha.
My question is, who would I talk to get him out of here anyway? I saw a hook there.
Hey, I should bring Meat Hook here. You'd like this place. No.
Back when John Wick was just a boy.
Phew! It smells like dead fish in here.
9 kinds of dead fish, huh?
Caviar? In a bait shop?
Oh, that's just how I get rid of my expired bait, eh?
I wonder what mackerel smacker is. Even if I liked caviar, I wouldn't take that stuff.
Goose liver, fish eggs. Yeah, it's what rich people eat. The garbage parts of the food.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Do you have any bait that could catch a cold?
No.
Do you have any bait that could catch a tiger by the tail?
No!
Do you have any bait that could catch a red grouper?
For the last time.
Oh, yes.
That free stuff over there will work fine.
Gotcha. How's the bait business?
It stinks.
You're telling me, P.U.
No, I mean it's horrible.
I bet business would pick up if you crack open a window every now and then.
Why, I tried that.
Well, did it help?
No. In fact, it seemed to drive prospective customers away. That's when I realized, see, that something strange is going on.
Strange? How so?
Well, it may be the chum talking, but I could swear that Luca Island is getting less and less pirate-friendly.
Really? How?
Why, we've been besieged.
By hostile invaders?
White
Australian.
tourists.
Yikes.
There aren't many of them around today, but you hang around for a week, and they'll pop up like a bloated corpse in a calm sea. Why, they've been driving some of Luca's oldest pirate-oriented businesses into new fields, and have compelled some of our nastier pirates to consider new lifestyle choices. Why, I myself have soiled my once noble bait shop with a cheesy Timite circus in a desperate attempt to get me hands on some of those tourist shekels.
Well, is it working?
Not very well. Insects seem to repel tourists almost as much as fish guts.
Go figure.
I just noticed the wrapping paper on the desk. It's pretty great.
Why is that bait over there free?
Well, that bait is nearly expired. I need to get rid of it before it goes bad.
How does bait go bad?
Oh, the usual ways. Falls in with the wrong crowd, starts rebelling against authority, begins dating bait of loose virtue. And before you know it, the bait's gone bad.
It sure stinks in here.
You get used to it after a while, and come to miss it when you're out and about. That's why I never bathe, see? So I can keep that sweet, sweet scent of fish entrails with me wherever I go.
How touching. Not to mention revolting. I think I'll just look around for a while.
Well, you look all you like, but if you break it, you board it.
I don't think he'd like that. That smells fine the way it is.
Does it though?
That smells fine the way it is.
Well, maybe he'd want the cologne.
It's a large, stinky vat of free bait, marinating in bait juice.
Probably have to put it in the scupperware, right?
Hey, take that outside. You're scaring me bait.
Oh, it'll only take a minute.
Oh, the sound of popping the Tupperware, that's funny. Oh, a second. Use with
There.
bait.
Now my bait will stay fresh.
Beautiful. Scupperware with bait in it.
Whee! Hey, look at the cute little termite circus. It's just like a flea circus, but with termites.
So I gotta give them the stick later, right?
That was exciting.
That was
Please
exciting.
leave the termites alone. They're a very temperamental group of performers, you know, and they must not be disturbed.
Oh, sorry.
Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads.
I haven't seen so many glassy, lifeless stares since my wedding reception. I doubt that I'll be needing a fish head. And even if I do, I'm not picking one up. This must be where the magic happens. I'd rather not. Chub rub bait scent. Nothing up there looks very appealing. I only see 5 kinds of dead fish here.
That's not our entire selection, you know.
So we got the bait. Got all kinds of items right now.
There's nothing like the smell of buckets upon buckets of rotting fish in the morning sun.
Sit on bench.
It's nice to be able to sit down and rest my feet for a while. You know, sitting here gets a guy to thinking. Life is like pillaging a trading vessel bound for Jamestown. You never know what you're gonna get. Well, that's enough rest for me.
More timely film references. I don't remember when Forrest Gump came out. It must have been late 90s.
There's a duckling on this. Must be the duck standard.
See if Carla wants anything now.
Hey, Carla.
What do you want?
Since you're stuck here, would you like me to get you...
Like what?
Actually, I have no idea.
Well, maybe you should.
Right.
Carry on,
Finish
Carla.
having my look around. She doesn't recommend anything yet, so...
Lucre Island Port Authority. I'm not picking that up.
I better not go in there, or they might get on my case about the damage my navigator did to the docks.
That's a pretty big issue there, where like the zone transition, like you go south to trigger the zone transition, but then you can transition right back if you keep holding the button down that you took to transition in the first place. Hey, what's up, Nacho
Ahoy there,
Cheese?
Mr. Cheese.
Yes?
How's the ship? When will she be ready for departure?
Just as soon as I repair the rudder, the mast, and the deck.
Well, I'll leave it to you.
Gee, thanks.
Well, okay then. Keep the ship, ship-shape while I'm gone. That's the end of the pier right here. That's the end of the pier right here.
Okay, so I think I've been in every building. I have to start figuring out what I'm going to use all these items for. I got a couple things I can try.
Somebody's selling fish over here.
That zone transition is what I'm talking about. Like you go right here and it takes you right back to the previous map.
I'm not picking that up. The salesperson isn't anywhere to be seen. Hey!
Yes?
Shh, don't move. The rapture is going on right behind you.
I'll let you get back to your game. I don't think he'd like that.
Well, maybe I could distract him by quacking in his ear. Chicken grease, eh?
It's a chest clock. Ew, greasy. I guess they use it on these Iron Maiden spikes to allow smooth impaling.
Oh, we got new stuff here. Okay, hold up.
This must be the ship shock shop I heard Mr. Cheese talking about.
Nah, I'll let my crew take care of finding replacement parts.
Maybe I'll have to do stuff in the replacement part shop later. Oops, I thought I just saw something.
Hey,
Penny.
look, a lucky penny. It's glued to the ground. It's glued to the ground.
Making fun of like pixel hunts, I guess. I'm guessing that's just a joke and I don't actually need that for anything. If I'm wrong about that assumption, feel free to let me know.
Hi there.
Welcome to the second bank of lucre. I'm Brittany. How may I help you?
No free toasters? I'm leaving.
Have a nice day.
Okay, so she doesn't have any new dialogue.
I don't think she'd like that.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can fill the spritzer with swamp water. And then I got a couple other things I can try, and then I might ask for help. I don't think I can go back to talk to the voodoo lady for hints, right?
Wow, Lucre Town is a sewage system. How nice is that? I'll bet you could get into any bathroom on Lucre Island through here.
I'm not picking that up.
Or it said you needed help, right?
Ah, it's just too heavy for me to pull open on my own.
I don't have any tools that would work with it. I tried using the duck, and it didn't work. Thought that was genius.
Phew, this stuff smells bad, even for a pirate.
Dang, that's some weird smelling stuff you sprayed at me.
Okay. You had dialogue for it.
Dave?
Yes?
You can recognize people by their smell?
Usually no problem. Today though my nose so I can only like the lilac. Unfortunately,
Okay,
mate.
so still talks about the lilac aftershave.
That makes one of us.
Oh, there's a jar of glass eyes over here that I missed earlier.
I wish they'd stop staring at me. Yeah, I've had enough of touching other people's eyeballs, thanks.
Okay. Let's see if we can find the swamp again. It's one of these zone transitions. Should go there. Oops, didn't mean to walk in there. Leave Lucre Town, there we go.
It's a stinky puddle of swamp water.
Perfect. Hey, it works.
I've always wanted swamp-scented perfume.
Let's see, where would I use the homemade perfume? I can think of a couple places.
What a distinct aroma.
Back.
Dang, that's some weird smelling stuff you sprayed at me. It smells swampy.
So, doesn't seem to work on him directly. Maybe I have to combine it with something else later. Still haven't found his monkey. Man, this is frustrating. Sometimes with the way the controls work, you'll be trying to run past a building, and you'll come just close enough to it that it'll cause you to go into the building. Might be a downside of having the tank controls disabled here.
Hey, stop that! Does this remind you of anything?
Not especially, no.
Maybe I can mix it with other things later. Let's see. Use...
I don't think that would help anything.
Okay, guess not.
I thought that laundry got hung up after it was cleaned. But that laundry's not my size.
No, probably have to use the house of sticks with the termites later, is my guess. I don't think there's anything for me to pick up in here that I could tell.
This cane has an almost imperceptible crack in it. Looks like high quality wood, though.
The glue is still drying on that cane. Please don't pick it up.
Choosing the right stick.
To choose a walking stick that fits your body, lifestyle, and temperament. Your walking stick should be no more than waist high and hefty enough to support 50% of your body weight. Active people should choose a stick that corresponds with the type of activity. Boring. Guess I don't want a walking stick that bad.
Abacus, Freddy, Bell. Yeah, I think I'm out of places to go directly. So if anyone has a hint, you're welcome to share one of just a room that I can go to and do something productive.
It's a quaint little park.
Otherwise, I'll try to look up something here in a second, see if I can find a low spoiler hint site. I think that park is meant to be accessible as far as I can tell. That doesn't look like it. Through my items again really quick. Then use cologne, flour.
This flower sure smells pleasant. Only cows need more than one stomach.
We did that and the guts, and I assume I can't combine those. I thought that would make sense. Oh! Interesting. So I can get more parts? That's unexpected. Okay. I guess I'll go... That's potentially a thing that could do something later, so I'll keep talking to him and do different stories. I assume that was a puzzle I'd have to solve, but maybe I just have to get him to tell a few different stories here.
Dave?
Yes?
I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
What kinds of gifts did you have in mind?
I'd like to have another...
Can't get enough. Once a...
Let's do... Jerry?
Jerry had his eye on a pirate princess named...
Yeah, sorry, I threw a notification in Discord.
Mindy?
Mindy. Sadly, Mindy's finger was already wearing the engagement ring of a bounder named...
Do Jed yet.
That's right, Jed.
Well?
Well, what?
What happened?
Oh, they all died of liver disorders in their early 30s. You wouldn't believe how much grog those kids were drinking. The end.
What a dreadful story. You really should leave the storytelling to the professionals.
I know. Here's your free experimental prosthesis.
What is it?
It's a Bumbleweenie M-class artificial liver. They were recalled a few months back.
I couldn't handle the grog?
Just the opposite. If they didn't get a constant supply of hard alcohol, they broke down.
I still need... I'd like to have enough...
Can't get enough. Once...
Okay, so we've done... I don't know if it's like multiple combinations or what.
Cindy. Unfortunately, Cindy's hand...
Ned?
Ned.
Well?
Well, what?
What happened?
Oh, they all... The...
What? You...
Oh, but I already have a liver.
What is it?
It's a bumble... They were recalled a few...
I couldn't handle...
I did. Well, I'm sorry.
Maybe I was only supposed to get one per...
See you later.
That makes one of us.
Is the puzzle to get prostheses from this guy meant to just be brute force, or is there meant to be a clue to it somewhere? So far I happen to get 2 without really working for it.
I think I've got a bit more fine-tuning before I can take this thing out for a test run.
I assume so, but I'm surprised that it gave me so many rewards for brute forcing it. There's another one that looks brute forceable with the code on the desk, but none of the bad codes produce anything useful. They don't get you an item. Yeah. That's correct. I guess maybe another way to answer the question, can I solve that puzzle with the information I have from him? Or do I need to get information from elsewhere on the map? Because he, like, the word he refers to in capitals changes based on the character names you select. So maybe you can deduce something from that, like the letters you're using or something like that, but I wasn't sure if I needed information from elsewhere to solve it. Looking through my inventory in the meantime. Chicken grease.
No, I get enough grease eating fish and chips.
Cologne I can just spray in the air, which doesn't seem to do anything. Flour says it smells good. I like that just being selected on the Tupperware gets the guy to yell at you in the store. That's funny. Did I use that by itself?
Phew. Better close this back up before I attract sharks.
Wouldn't let me read the letter.
Let's see what it says.
Wait.
My dearest Elaine, if you are reading this, then you are married and I am dead. Now that you've finally settled down with a fearless pirate husband, it's time for you to claim the final pieces of your family's heritage. At the Lucre Island Municipal Bank, you'll find a safe deposit chest under my name. Among other things, the chest contains the deed to the Marley Mansion. Never lose sight of this deed. Furthermore, the chest also contains my wedding gifts to you. I'm sorry that I was unable to deliver them in person, but I go to my grave confident that you've chosen a man I would be proud to call grandson. Lastly, and most importantly, the chest contains the keys to the most terrifying secret in the Caribbean. A secret 10 times as terrifying as Big Whoop?
Oh, jeez.
The secret of the ultimate insult. Yikes! If the unholy power of the ultimate insult ever found its way into the wrong hands, there's no telling what sorts of
You're gonna do that like the funniest joke, Monty Python sketch.
And know that no matter where you are, your grandfather is watching over you. With all my love, Horatio Torquemada Marley.
Torquemada.
P.S. If your deadbeat parents come around looking for a handout, tell them to take a long walk off a short gangplank.
You can't Torquemada anything. Okay, so when I tried to look at that letter earlier, I thought it said something like, oh, wait to show it to Elaine. Maybe I just couldn't use it where I first got it. And I'm guessing that's progress in the bank, which also is progress with the lawyers. So let's see what happens. No wonder I was stuck. Oh yeah? Didn't realize that.
I don't think she'd like that. I don't think he'd like that.
Excuse me.
Please speak with the teller.
But I just have a quick...
Please ask the teller. I'm very busy and she can probably assist you.
Hi there.
Welcome to the second bank of Lucre. I'm Brittany. How may I help you?
I'd like to retrieve some items from my safe deposit box.
Fine, sir. And whose name is it under?
Marley. H.T. Marley. Here's a letter that might help.
I see. This is for Governor Marley. Do you have power of attorney to act on her behalf?
I'm her dashing husband.
Not good enough.
Oh, well, there is this.
The seal?
Oh my. That will be fine, sir. Just a moment, Mr. Quidworth. There's a gentleman here to use the vault.
Yes? Well, everything seems to be in order, Mr. Marley.
That's Mr. Threepwood.
As you wish, sir.
I get stuff addressed to
If you'll just follow me into the vault,
Mr. Dylan
we can open
Albert
up
a
your
lot.
grandfather-in-law's
It's fine.
safe deposit chest.
Basically true. Hey, there's that gate opening sound.
Well, here it is, sir.
The
safe
graphics in this
deposit
cutscene.
chest of H.T. Marley, just as he left it over 20 years ago.
Wow, what an amazing collection of junk. Why would Grandpa Marley store garbage like this in a bank?
He was playing an adventure
Was an
game.
eccentric old salt, wasn't he? We were all crushed when he disappeared off the face of the earth like he did.
Did he, though?
Anyway, well, I've got some loans to turn down. You just let me know when you're done here, and I'll come running.
Gee, thanks.
Sucked into Australia.
Well, I guess I better start looking for that deed to the governor's mansion so I can get home to Elaine. Let's see now.
They made the pulley joke earlier.
Monkey pacifier, Grogaments, Jimmy Hoffa,
Jimmy Hoffa.
tattoo kit, bloody stiletto knife, bottomless mug.
Well, you really should have called me first. We have rules about leaving the vault unattended.
Gee, I'm sorry. I'll go back.
And I'll see if I can scrounge up a grog.
Wax lips.
Oh, jeez.
Stick him up.
Yikes! Who are you supposed to be?
Isn't it obvious? I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No, you're not.
What makes you say that?
Well, for one thing, Guybrush is much better looking than you are. And for another, the real Guybrush doesn't smell like anchovy halitosis. Ooh.
Oh, I see.
All right, mate, bucko. That's enough of that. Back away from the Barney heirlooms and be quick about it. Now, Mr. Threepwood, take a good long look at the last face you'll ever see.
I knew that deregulated banking would lead to this.
That and worse, Guybrush.
It's an old cracked sword. That doesn't need to be sliced up.
Medium sea sponge.
I want all of it, and don't forget the loot behind the counter.
Ooh, this thing reeks.
There's only one criminal more nefarious than me, and that's Pando's Pete.
There seems to be something inside. It's a music box.
No, take it.
Hey, there's a bottle of fine grog behind this music box.
Man, give you so many items in here. Is this all just to be a joke, basically? Okay, what else can I
Just send out the hostages, and I'll see what I can do for you.
If I could open it, I wouldn't be trapped in here. Well, I can't remove it with my bare hands.
Alright, let's use... That's really cool that if you look at an item for a while, stuff like that happens. I like pry it open with the sword. Hey! Nice.
Yeah, I broke the hinge off, but I broke the sword too.
Hmm.
Don't need to try it, bud.
That didn't get me anywhere.
Do I have to like fix the sword first somehow?
All the loot and safe passage out of here.
There's a crack in there now.
The sword seems to be widening the crack a bit. With the sword jammed in there, the gap is larger.
Hmm. So what the sponges are supposed to be for?
Everybody freeze! This is a robbery!
Sponge-filled crack with broken old sword. They're really going nuts with this, aren't they? This is the largest inventory I've had in an adventure game in a while. I assume it's just for this room. Yeah, I'm getting rid of all these sponges. So what do I do with all that crap?
There are dry sponges stuffed in the door jamb.
Dry sponges, huh? So I can use the... Oops, not that.
That smells fine the way it is.
Maybe it's the grog then. Okay.
Suckers! And remember, you've just been robbed by Guybrush Threepwood!
Oh, he's on the wanted poster.
Where'd he go?
Hey, what's all the commotion?
Get him!
Ah!
You're under arrest, Mr. Threepwood. Right, down to the jailhouse with you.
This is a pretty silly puzzle with the sword and the sponges.
All right, you. Didn't your mum ever explain that bank robbery isn't nice?
It wasn't me, it was the no-nosed bandit.
Right. No-nosed bandit.
Fugitive.
Or perhaps it was the guy we caught red-handed. You! Although we haven't found the loot yet.
To find it with the real robber, so let me go and get cracking.
Detective work isn't my job. If you want to clear your name, you've got a few things to do.
Okay, what?
I need the perpetrator, I need proof he was at the scene of the crime, and I need proof that he committed the crime.
You know, it'd be a lot easier if I could just bribe you.
I'll ignore that, Threepwood. Around here, we do things by the book. Now, since this is your first offense, you'll be placed under house arrest.
I get to go back to the mansion and play with Timmy?
No. You are confined to Luca Island. You are not permitted to leave until and unless you are cleared of the crime of bank robbery. To make sure you don't leave, you are required to wear the voodoo anklet of extreme discomfort.
I was wondering about that. It's rather uncomfortable. Can you loosen it?
Well, that wouldn't be the point then, would it? It gets a lot more uncomfortable if you try to leave the island.
At least I'm not in jail. Inspector?
Yes?
I'm innocent. It was the no-nosed pirate that robbed the bank.
Who? Peg-nosed Pete. Listen, if I had a monkey for every time some penny-ante crook tried to pin their criminal malfeasance on Peg-nosed Pete, I'd have enough monkeys to work out a reasonable sequel to Hamlet by now.
So what you're saying is that you don't believe me?
No.
Why don't you believe that Peg-nosed Pete robbed the bank?
Because, Mr. Threepwood, it's just not...
So he's got a peg nose. We get that from the prosthetic department by smelling like him.
Under the cover of darkness, used a clever series of weights and pulleys to open the vault, and would have absconded with the loot without leaving a trace of his presence. Peg-nosed Pete would never simply enter a bank in the middle of the day, waving a pistol around like a common thug. It's beneath him.
Just for the sake of argument, what would it take to prove my innocence?
Well, since you don't have an alibi, you'd have to turn the finger of blame towards the real culprit.
Great! How do I do that?
Off the top of my head, I can think of 3 things that would do the job. A, new evidence would have to surface linking the so-called real perpetrator to the crime. 2, the stolen bank loot would have to be recovered. And Z, the real criminal, would have to be caught and brought to justice.
That should be a piece of cake for a pirate with a keen analytical mind like myself.
I'll keep your cell warm.
Can you remove this voodoo anklet? I really need to get back to my wife.
Sorry, you're stuck on this island until your trial arrives. Or until you manage to prove that you're innocent.
When can I expect my trial?
As soon as the judge returns.
Great, when's that?
He should be back within a few weeks, when his vacation's over.
A few weeks? I need to get back to Melee Island today.
Well, I guess you should have thought of that before you went and robbed that bank now, shouldn't you?
But I'm innocent.
Tell it to the judge.
Wow, this voodoo anklet sure is uncomfortable.
That's why it's called the voodoo anklet of extreme discomfort.
How's the investigation going?
What investigation? You were caught red-handed. I'm just waiting for the judge.
Oh. You're not gonna lift a finger to help me, are you?
No.
But what about justice?
Haven't you heard? Justice is blind.
Not to mention lazy, apparently.
Quiet, you.
How do I go about proving my innocence again?
Catch the real perpetrator.
Oh, yeah. Where can I find Peg-Nosed Pete?
If I knew that, He'd be locked up right now.
Because he framed me for robbing the bank?
No, because he's wanted for approximately 300 other crimes on Luca Island.
Well, I better get out there and prove my innocence.
Stay out of trouble.
I like the voodoo anklet. That's pretty funny. Okay, so I think part of the puzzle is going to involve getting everything we need in the homemade perfume.
What a distinct aroma.
Let's see.
It smells somewhat like hickory smoked fish.
I use it with
It smells sort of like flowers growing in a cesspool.
Fish, flowers.
It smells a little like fish snot.
Fish
it smells
snot.
a tiny bit like a corpse floating in a bog.
Swamp water.
It smells kind of like a lumberjack wiped his armpits with it. It has the faintest whiff of something nice, though. It smells somewhat like hickory smoked fish.
Something nice. Let me inspect all the other items. I didn't realize that they had multiple examine reports, so I'll do that multiple times now with each item I get. Oh, music playing. That's cute.
I can't use this. It's a broken sword. It's a broken sword.
Okay, maybe that was special for... Because it wasn't a look command I was doing, it was a use command.
It's a cute little music box. It's a cute little music box.
Handkerchief.
I think I've got a bit more fine-tuning before I can take this thing out for a test run.
Ew, greasy. I guess they use it on these Iron Maiden spikes to allow smooth impaling. No, I get enough grease eating fish and chips. No, I get enough grease eating fish and chips.
It must have just been the handkerchief that had multiple entries in it.
This almost smells like that hanky, except the hanky smells more like hamster bedding, more fishy, and more pleasant.
Hamster bedding, fishy.
I don't think that would help anything.
I don't know how I'm gonna get a fishy smell out of the bait.
I don't think that would help anything.
Pleasant is the flower, maybe?
There, that should make my concoction smell better.
Oh, now the flower's gone, okay.
This almost smells like
It's
that
like your
hanky,
Uber
except the hanky
puzzle.
smells more like hamster bedding and more fishy.
More fishy.
Phew. Better close this back up before I attract sharks.
Maybe I actually needed to attract sharks.
I already have something in there.
I assume that's my next puzzle I have to do.
Freddy, where's my new walking stick?
It's right over here,
Oh, hey,
Mr. Mandrill.
bent flag
A
hype.
brand new cane, hand carved to the exact specifications of your previous stick.
It better be, or I'll buy up your putrid little shop and replace it with something useful, like a public urinal.
I take it that you'll be putting this on your tab, Mr. Mandrill?
What do you think?
Well, I can retire if he repays his tab.
You know, if I weren't a peaceable sort, I'd whack that gentleman over the head with one of my sticks. I wouldn't stop whacking until his brains leaked out all over my rustic, hand-polished hardwood floor. Yep.
But you're a peaceable sort, right?
Yep.
He left something behind. Wood shavings. Oh, is that the hamster smell? Okay.
If I had a hamster, I could use this stuff for bedding.
Hey, thanks for the description.
There, that should make the concoction smell interesting.
So now I need a fish smell somehow. I was expecting to have to mimic somebody's smell ever since I talked to the guy.
This almost smells like that hanky, except the hanky smells more fishy.
Okay. see what we can find out. Go back to the bait shop to maybe try to get a fish smell. I guess maybe it would make more sense if I let the bait rot.
You're back, eh? Can't resist the smell of fresh bait, huh?
If that's fresh, I don't want to know what old bait smells like. Excuse me.
Yes?
Oh, there's people have new dialogue now. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Do you know anything about a no-nosed pirate thief?
That sounds like Peg-Nosed Pete.
You know him?
Are you kidding? Everyone on Lucre Island has heard of Peg-Nosed Pete.
Who is he?
Boy, he's the most notorious thief on Lucre Island. He's never been caught, and his loot has never been recovered. And his true face, aside from his trademark false nose, has never been seen.
Well, I've seen his true face. It's not pretty.
Yeah, right. And I've seen a bucket of chum solve complex math problems.
Chum is such a gross word.
How did he lose his nose?
Oh, that's one of the darkest mysteries of Lucre Island. Some would have you believe that Peg-Nose's proud proboscis was pecked off by a duck. But I believe
duck, okay.
it was a school of deranged flounder that made off with his honker.
So the duck isn't how we defeat
one of the darkest
him.
mysteries of Lucre Island?
No, but it sounds more ominous that way.
How does he smell without a nose?
Bad, terrible.
Awful.
I guess I should have seen that one coming.
Yeah.
Where can I find him?
You can't. Nobody can. There's rumor that his hideout is somewhere in the heart of the Mists of Time Marsh.
I need the map to find
I'm
him.
off to the marsh.
But no one has ever been able to navigate their way through the marsh without getting hopelessly lost. It's cursed.
Darn, another curse. Let's talk about something else.
Well, whatever skins your salmon.
I think I'll just look around for a while.
Now you look all you like, but if you break it, you board it.
Let's see if it lets me get more bait over here. Hey, it does. So maybe that's all I need to do. Try combine homemade perfume with
Nothing like
bait?
the smell of rotting bait to woo the ladies.
Perfect.
Hey, this smells exactly like that hanky, only stronger.
Perfect. Oh, okay. So when he says only stronger, I remember the guy in the prosthesis shop was like, I can only smell intense smells. So maybe if you use the hanky on him, he says that's not good enough. Okay. That's the second time I've skipped a step. Like with the cushy contract earlier.
Hey there, moneybags.
Very funny, Mr. Threepwood. Are you enjoying the money you stole?
Hey, I'm innocent.
Yes, right. And I'm a 20-carat brooch.
It was the no-nosed man.
Well, I wish I had $1 for every time I've heard that. Of course, I used to. Until you came along, that is.
Enough about me. How's the banking business?
Oh, just great, thanks to you. Now I'm broke. And nobody on this island would trust me with their money ever again. What am I going to do now?
I'll find the guy who did it and wreak vengeance upon his soul.
That won't help me much, but watching you fall on a sword would be entertaining.
You could have a bake sale.
I've only met one person who could sell pastries to pirates, and he's in real estate.
You could steal enough to start your bank again.
I'm a banker. I don't know anything about stealing.
Uh-huh.
Let's talk about something else. Have you seen someone go by here carrying a bag of loot?
What does he look like?
Sort of like me.
Yes, I've seen him. But he didn't have a bag with him.
Really? Where?
I'm looking at him!
When are you going to reopen the bank?
Inspector Kennard won't let me inside. So even if I could afford to reopen it,
It's
I'm
probably
not
gonna
allowed.
be the manhole, I assume.
Why aren't you allowed inside?
The inspector says that it's a crime scene and needs to remain sealed until the case is closed.
Let's break in.
Unlike you, I respect authority and law. No one will enter the bank until the crime is solved.
Then why are you hanging around here? You look kind of suspicious to me.
I didn't rob the bank, if that's what you're insinuating.
I don't know. Most robberies are inside jobs.
Maybe. But all criminals return to the scene of the crime. And here you are.
Let's talk about something else. I hear my parole officer calling. See you later.
Just occurred to me I haven't saved in a while. Let me do that really quick.
Wow, Lucretown is a sewage system. I wonder if I can get into the bank through here.
And now it specifically mentions the bank. Alright, let's try the sword. Nice.
Oh, crud. I dropped the sword into the sewers. Oh well. Now it's a broken and very stinky sword.
Good. I like when games like these destroy items after they're no longer useful.
Wow. What a very deep, dark hole. Not to mention smelly. Whew. On second thought, I don't think I want to go down there for any reason. There's something scratched into the bottom of this. It says Mindy loves Ned, but scratched out right next to that it says Larry loves Mindy. What a weird place to profess your love for someone.
Larry, Mindy, Ned. Okay. I think I was close to getting that right on the first try. I just picked Wendy instead of Mindy. I'll do that really quick. Lots of stuff to do in the Palace of Prostheses.
Dave?
Yes?
I still need to find some St. Swithin's Day gifts for my friends.
Can't get... Once a...
Larry?
Larry.
Mindy?
Sadly, Mindy's...
Ned?
Ned, that's it.
Well?
Well, what?
What happened?
Realizing that beauty was only skin deep, she married the ugliest man in town. The end.
What a dreadful
Your prosthetic skin.
Really should leave the storytelling to the professionals.
I know. Here's your free experimental prosthesis.
What is it?
This is something special. It's a sample of my newly created, ultra-stretchy, one-size-fits-all prosthetic skin.
Ew.
With just a few square feet of this miracle substance, a pirate can replace all the skin he's lost during a lifetime of sword fighting, knife fighting, keel hauling, and the occasional flogging. And it comes complete with a set of tiny hooks for easy attachment.
I repeat. Ew. See you later.
That makes one of us.
So I can combine that.
Whoops. Well, that didn't seem to work.
Maybe the skin is used for something else and I have to get another piece through different storytelling later? Huh.
No thanks. My skin is perfectly fine the way it is.
Gross. See if I have to use the handkerchief with them first.
Hey, does the smell in this hanky remind you of anything or anybody?
Oh, no. Let me see. No, I don't really smell much of anything in it.
What do you mean? I thought blind people's...
Hey, visually challenged.
Sorry, I thought visually challenged people's other senses become enhanced to offset the lack of vision. I mean, I have a fully functioning set of eyes, and even I can smell the foul odor coming off this hanky.
Got a stuffed nose.
That only applies when my nose is clear. I've kind of got a little bit of a cold and stuffed nose, so I can't smell much right now. If you really need to make use of my amazing odor divining abilities, you're gonna have to find a way to give me an amplified version of this smell.
Like how?
Just follow your nose.
There's your clear instruction of what to do there.
Whew, that's an all too familiar smell. Guess I can't complain though, since Jorge H. Christoph is my best customer.
Jorge H. Christoph.
The man regularly buys prosthetic noses from me.
Really? He's my, really good friend. Yeah. I lost track of him and,
missed him so much that I made a little odor potion to remind me of him.
Okay, too much information. I have a strict rule of don't ask, don't smell.
Well, anyways, if you know where I can find my friend, that'd be very helpful.
Oh, yeah, sure. He lives out past the Mists of Time Marsh. You can't get through there, though, without the directions he gave me. And it's filed away someplace in my file-o-matic system.
Well, let's go get that file.
I can't. Pongo, my filing monkey, ran away a while back. He was the only one who knew how to run the file-o-matic. As a result, I have no idea how to retrieve the map. But if you can figure it out, feel free. The controls are right here.
So I've been all around the town. Is Pongo available now, or is this a puzzle that I can figure out? Any of these puzzles that appear like they could be brute forceable, I guess I would just like to know if they're solvable based on the puzzle itself in the room, or if I have to go get information from elsewhere on the island. Like here, I needed to go find the names on the bottom of the manhole. So if anyone happens to know, feel free to let me know. I might have some other things I can do that are productive in the meantime.
Wow, what a very deep, dark hole. Not to mention smelly. Whew. On second thought, I don't think I want to go down there for any reason.
Should be done with the perfume guy. I think I'm done with the House of Sticks, so I didn't ask him about the Peg-Nose guy, so I'll give that a try really quick.
I'm back.
So you are.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about a no-nosed pirate, would you?
Well, now, that sounds a lot like Peg-Nose Pete. What would you like to know about him?
Who is he?
Peg-Nose? He's the greatest pirate thief on Lucre Island. No one's come within a ship's broadside of putting him in leg irons. Yep, but I came close once.
No.
Yeah, it happened one dark and foggy night. Many years ago, I was out testing out one of my new walking stick models, the WD-32. It has a real fancy-looking wood duck engraved in the handle,
Oh,
and he
duck.
tried to mug me.
Gosh, what did you do?
Well, I wasn't going to stand for that. I raised my cane up to give him a good whack on the noggin, you betcha.
And?
And he ran away. I didn't even get a chance to swing. I guess he
Afraid of
knows better
ducks.
than to mess with old Freddy. Yep.
Fascinating. Where can I find him?
You can't.
Come again?
No one knows where Peg-Nose's hideout is. Oh, sure. There's some rumors of him living in the middle of the treacherous Mists-o'-Time Marsh. But frankly, I don't believe a human being can get there from here.
What happened to his nose?
That's something of a mystery. Most folks around these parts would tell you it was nibbled off by a duck.
Ugh.
Personally, I don't believe it.
Why not?
Well, sir, it's been my experience that ducks have exceptionally tiny teeth. It'd take a long time for a duck, even a particularly
Curious who his voice
nasty
actor
duck,
is.
to
One
nibble
sec.
off a man's nose. I can't imagine a man letting a duck peck away at his nose for hours on end without seeking medical help.
Good point.
Freddy. You don't really think a duck
So
bit
you
off
really
his
don't
nose?
think that a duck bit off his nose?
I suppose
Louis
it could have
Arquette.
happened that way. I just find it highly irregular.
On second thought, I think I'll find out about Peg-Nose on my own.
Makes no never mind to me, Junior.
Stick around. I'll be back later.
Be seeing ya.
God, he's got a ridiculous filmography. Freddy, Little Nicky, Best in Show, Spawn, Fox Hunt, Princess Mononoke. Huh. I'll look into it later. I'm curious. Still don't see the monkey anywhere. Assume I would have run into it by now. Sounds like nobody knows if that filing system puzzle is meant to be solvable in that room or if I need external information. See if the lawyers have anything new for me. Probably not.
Yes? What is it? We're quite busy.
Have you guys figured out how to save my mansion yet?
Have you gone to the bank?
And retrieved the deed
To the Marley Mansion?
Working on it.
But
what?
no-nose pirates stole it from me and framed me for bank robbery.
That's horrible.
Outrageous.
Do you need representation?
No thanks. I trust the courts to recognize my inherent innocence.
Nice.
Well, I'll let you guys get back to work.
Please do.
What if I get to sue them after I prove my innocence? I like that they have this whole plot with the lawyers and you're not even expected to go to them for help. I can solve it without external information, so I don't need to find the monkey. Thanks, Slid Effects. Good try.
It appears to be some sort of high-tech file retrieval system.
It's like a mastermind puzzle. Let's see.
The name on it says Adeline A. Apricot. It has all sorts of useless information, such as prosthetic prescriptions, address, phone number, allergies. The name on it says Corey F. Apple. It has all sorts of useless information, such as prosthetic prescriptions.
I think I might get it. Corey F. Apple.
The name on it says Corinne H. Esterhaus. It has all sorts of useless information, such as prosthetic prescriptions, address, phone number, allergies.
So A, B, C, D.
It appears to be some sort of high-tech file retrieval system.
So I forget what the name was. It was Jorge something. I'll try it in a second.
The name on it says Arthur F. Jomama. It has all sorts of useless information, such as prosthetic
so it's A and then
address,
J.
phone number, allergies.
So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Yeah, so it's every 4 letters, maybe? At least nothing's broken that rule yet. So let me get the name from him again here.
Ooh, stop spraying me with that.
Sorry, but I want to be sure of this. Who did you say this smell belonged to?
Like I told you, it belongs to Jorge H. Christoph.
Thanks.
G, H, or J, H, C. So, Bunny is A, B, C, D. So the third one should be Bunny. If I'm understanding it right. We just got A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H is Palm Tree. Jorge should be jack-o'-lantern, I think? I think this might be right. Let's see. Assume that goes all the way. Is that name randomly generated? Because it sounded like he paused before he said it.
There are directions to Pegnose Pete's house.
Hey, look at that.
Looks more like a train schedule to me.
Okay, so it's different for everybody. Gotcha. It was weird that it was just in the first 3 that we got it. H. Christoph. Acme prosthetic proboscis model, TK421. Probably for use with that clock. So we're at time. I won't leave too many future Marstead notes because we're going to play this again tomorrow, barring additional Comcast issues. I'm going to continue to keep track of the time that we lose to these outages. Do want to try to make it up at some point in the future. But yeah, future Marstead, you've got the directions to the marsh. Looks like they involve the clock gate, so use them there. Pegnose Pete is weak against ducks, and you have a duck. So plan to use that in some way. Thanks, folks. Let you guys know what's coming up.